Hello and welcome to the stream. Let me be a little bit more animated. I'm doing okay. I hope you guys are doing okay as well. Yes, we're here today. Let me put these. Okay, there we go. Now I'm a little bit more educated. I have no idea how this stream's going to go. I have no idea. I have no idea at all. But we have a lot of presentations ahead of us. Hopefully I can get through them all tonight. I'm going to do my best. I will do my best. There are quite a few of them. But you guys worked hard on them, so I don't really want to leave any of them unreviewed, you know? We can all critique them together. We can, what was that thing that they did in English class? Is it like peer review? Yes, we can peer review. You guys are out here hoping your PowerPoints got approved, but like, unless you did something that violates TOS or it wasn't in a Google Slides format, you know, those are like the two instructions that I put on the thing. So as long as you followed those two instructions there, yeah, you should be good. I don't think anything else really got ruled out. What they're not 74 is giving 4 carrots a slide over coffee. Thank you. I have not had coffee this evening. I probably should have gotten some for this though. I always delude myself by thinking, you know, if I get enough sleep tonight, maybe I won't need coffee in the evening, but I think I'm just so used to drinking 2 cups of coffee a day that if I don't have my evening cup of coffee, I just feel like a lifeless husk. Like a cicada that's kind of just chilling on a light post, you know, like the empty husk left behind that you kind of just stare at every day until eventually it gets weathered enough by the elements to just fall off and get blown away by the wind. Or I think maybe birds also eat them, I'm not sure. Just 2? Those were 2 requirements. I don't know if I really needed to put more aside from doesn't break the TOS's in Google Slides format. I feel like that's okay to do. That kind of encompasses enough. I mean, some of them are longer than others, but it's gonna be okay. I don't know, that's just what I heard at least. You guys know what you submitted, so we'll see how this goes. You didn't know you could upload a PowerPoint? I made an announcement on the server, and on Twitter, and on my community page. There's nowhere else I can announce them, and I gave people 12 days to work on it. If you didn't finish the assignment in that time, then you're wrong. It's not my fault, okay? But depending on how this goes, I might do this again sometime. I see no reason not to hinder your guys' creative, genius abilities. Hopefully it's not traumatic in any way for any of you. Is this going to be like Criminal Minds? Oh golly, I don't know. We're gonna just make the most of this, you know? 6 hours on the last day? I think most of them were submitted on the last day, so don't even feel bad about that. You're not weird, okay? It's about what I expected. I'm pulling up the first one now. I don't know if I need to do these in any particular order, but we'll go just in order of who submitted what first, so you'll know where you stand on that list depending on what day you submitted it. I don't know what day this one was submitted on, but I'm going to go into this now. Between PowerPoints, I'm going to throw up some horse pat on the screen. You guys can admire that while I get the next one ready. It's truly that simple. Let me make sure my order's on that right though, just so that works. Is that not gonna work? Oopsie daisy. Well, I guess, okay. Well, my layering skills suck, so I'm gonna figure this out when I get there. How many? There's like 26 of them, I think. Like 26. Some people chose, I guess, to include who made it. That's totally fine. It's, you know, putting your name on is, I guess if you want to be graded for your homework, you can put your name on it. Alrighty. I don't know what this is. I don't know what font did you use there? What font is this? What are we working with here? I'm not sure what this is. Preface. I don't know how you want me to read this, but I'm gonna try to do this. Hello, Tomoe, comma. I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to prepare a presentation for you about something that I truly enjoy. I am currently pursuing a degree in history, and military history has been my passion ever since I was 7 watching Band of Brothers. Don't let your children watch Band of Brothers, chat. It's probably good advice. Being a massive military history nerd, the instant I heard there was a cavalry-themed tomboy horse VTuber with a 1903 Springfield, I was a fan for life. I apologize in advance for the amount of text. Normally this is a topic I would present myself, but since I am unable to present it in person, I'm forced to make my slides denser. I hope you in chat enjoy my presentation. P.S. If anyone in chat complains about my citations, I will find you. Well, you didn't need to you didn't need to add citations, but it's very good of you to do so. Everybody give them a round of applause. It takes a lot to make presentations like this. Have you guys ever had to take a public speaking class and present it in front of them? Well, we'll just pretend that we're in that kind of scenario and be active listeners, which I think means you have to like, you know, like applaud and stuff. Yeah, we're gonna be good to each other. We're gonna treat each other with love and respect, with an ampersand in the middle. Alrighty, let's see. What are we unpacking here? Holy shit! Let me move my head out of the way so you guys can see the graphic. It's a golf battle. Oh, this is just like history class, bro. This is giving me like flashbacks right now. I get to teach you guys about history. I don't even know what this is about. I'm learning today. Hell yeah, bro. This is I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's a golf, basically. It took place in the Pacific Theater of World War II from October 23rd to 26th, 1944. And is the single largest naval battle of World War II, and by some accounts, the largest in history. My only question to you, since you're in the chat, why did you write World War II like that? Why didn't you put, like, the little, Roman numeral symbols? It's not a big deal, but, like... Why, bro? Why didn't you do it like that? I'm so used to seeing it that way. Never seen anybody write 2 out like that. I mean, I guess you can do that. At least you didn't, like, put, like... I guess even seeing the number itself would have been, you know. But, you know what? It's fine. Don't let me be a downer. The Imperial Japanese Navy lured Admiral William Halsey main force to the north away from the Philippine island. Oh, it's in the Philippines. That actually makes sense. Was some of the IJN's last aircraft carriers, while the bulk of the Japanese fleet were to attack the American-Australian landings. I forgot Australia's over there! They're like down somewhere, right? Somewhere down there? I'm pretty sure. The absence of Halsey's main force allowed the Japanese fleet to sail unopposed to the island of Samar, where they encountered 3 American escort carriers and their support ships. That must have been a very unpleasant supply. Oh god, dude. I cannot talk today. This is gonna be a long day. Down under? Yeah, down under. Not under the sea, though. This isn't some SpongeBob shit. It's a little different. Look! Look at that plume of smoke! For those of you who don't believe global warming is real. Yeah, that's fair. The Battle of Samar Forces, IGN. The Japanese fleet at the Battle of Samar, under the command of Vice Admiral Takeo Kurita, was overwhelming with 4 battleships! Holy shit! Battleships are actually pretty cool. I like the ones with the museums where you can visit them. Those are neat. The Yamato, Nagato, Kongo, and the Haruna. Okay, and 6 heavy cruisers. Chokai, Haguro, Kumano, Suzuya, Chico. There's so many! There's so many names. I should have known I was gonna get tripped up over all this, but that's okay. The IGN Tone and the IGN Kongo. Ah! Okay. Tone. 2 light cruisers and 12 destroyers. You have diagrams! I actually really like that picture at the bottom. That's a nice illustration. IGN Yamato. The IGN Yamato's presence is worthy of note, as her and her sister ship, the IGN Musashi, are the heaviest and most heavily armed battleships ever constructed. Displacement 72,800 tons fully loaded. Didn't they take up like a shit ton of well, it was like hard to run them because the fuel requirements, right? If you have a ship that big, it would take a while, wouldn't it? So it's not really like, you know, Yeah. I don't know, bro. Armament. 460 millimeter main gun turrets, the largest of World War II. See, you put 2 of this, like, why'd you put it as a number here and write it out in the first slide? I don't understand. Why? 4 triple 155 millimeter gun mounts, 6 127 millimeter dual purpose guns, and 8 triple 25 millimeter anti-aircraft guns. Main armor belt thickness 410 millimeters. Crew 3,233. They could have thrown on 1 more person though, probably. Oh, the Battle of Samar Force. Off Samar Force. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll try to remain alert and on guard. Am I allowed to ask questions at the end? As Admiral Halsey had taken the majority of American naval forces north to chase the Japanese lure, the United States Navy was left with only a token force named Taffy 3, commanded by Rear Admiral Clifton Sprague, consisting of 6 slow and unarmored escort carriers. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be reading everything word for word. I feel like a really shitty presentation giver right now, because normally you like paraphrase and like you do you know, those really wide beckoning motions, and you gotta like, yeah, that's what I learned when presenting this, but it's fine. This is educational presentation. Is that not the right word for it? Presenter, my bad. All right, thank you. I would adjust my glasses right now if I could. Fanshawe Bay, Gambier Bay, Cullinan Bay. Oh, there's a lot of things there. Yep, 6 destroyers. Who the fuck names these? Who names these? Why are all the names so complicated? I'm gonna have a mental breakdown, bro. If we got 4 destroyer escorts too. Oh, Dennis! Alright, that's an easy one. John C. Butler, Raymond Samuel B. Roberts. What? Those are names, of course. Don't judge me. Early Worm was gifted 5 memberships. Thank you for conscripting people to the UmARTi. Thank you for your service. Thank you kindly. And welcome everybody to the UmARTi. Remember, PT starts at 0600. Right, give 1.99 carrots to say, ask the Azure lane players. It's okay! The ship girls are sexy, so it's okay. All ships are female. I'm sorry. I'll be careful. But I actually do remember that little thing. The pitched battle. Vice Admiral Kurita had taken Taffy 3 completely by surprise. What happened to Taffy 1 and 2? However, Kurita believed that he had stumbled upon a large American carrier task force, as the smaller escort carriers had been misidentified as full-fledged aircraft carriers. Rookie mistake, buddy. Kurita ordered a full pursuit. This would cause confusion in the Japanese fleet, leading to them engaging the American forces piecemeal rather than a coordinated attack. Rookie mistake, buddy! The American escort carriers quickly sorted aircraft to harass the approaching Japanese, while the American destroyers began laying smoke screens to cover their carriers. Yeah! Charge of the destroyers! After laying their smoke, the astronomically outgunned American destroyers began a headlong charge towards the Japanese armada in an attempt to get into torpedo range, about 8 miles. Is that nautical miles or regular miles, by the way? Which is it? The Johnston succeeded in landing a torpedo in the IG in Kumano, but received heavy damage from a combination of Japanese 356mm and 152mm shells. Fired torpedoes on the Aijin Congo. No torpedoes connected, and hull received numerous hits. Okay. I feel like I need to watch a documentary on this afterwards now. I assume there are one. Yeah. I need water for this. I'm gonna get through this though. We have a lot of work to do. During a second torpedo run, the badly damaged USS Johnston laid such effective fire on the Japanese that she was misreported as a heavy cruiser. You go, girl. You go. Hello! That kind of day? Yeah. Yeah. The escort carriers. The American escort carriers launched feverish sorties against the Japanese, scoring a number of hits on Japanese heavy cruisers. Shells from the IGN Congo struck the USS Gambier in her port forward engine, causing flooding and fires. These hits caused the carrier to fall behind the rest of the formation, eventually sink despite efforts from the USS Johnston to draw fire. You know what? At least they're having a good battle out there. What do you mean? This is not boring, okay? This is... You just have no respect and appreciation for history, motherfucker. I need you to, like, stand up and stand in the back of the classroom if you're dozing off. But also, fuck you. Pay attention. This is some good shit right here. All escort carriers received significant damage during the engagement. It's like a really bad... You know, like the one movies with like someone stands up in the crowd and they're like, I object, and then everyone's like, and then it's like a big moment, and yeah, it's like a whole thing. Oh, it's a dude. The last stand of the destroyers. The USS Samuel B. Roberts received a hit from 356mm shell that tore a 30-foot-long gash in her port side, destroyed her port engine room, ruptured fuel tanks, and set her on fire. Well, shit, that must have been awful. The Samuel B. Roberts was quickly abandoned. Japanese light cruisers and destroyers attempted a torpedo attack, but were driven off by more intense fire from the 127mm guns of the USS Johnston, who was limping on only one engine. Pretty amazing, actually. In repelling the Japanese torpedo attack, the USS Johnston received several more hits from Japanese destroyers, knocking out her last engine, power, and communications. The USS Johnston was abandoned and her captain, Ernest E. Evans, was posthumously awarded the Medal of Honor. It's not too bad, honestly. I would be a great teacher, okay? I would be a great substitute teacher. You would expect your regular teacher to walk in, but it'd be me instead, and I'd be like, hello, kids. Let's get our education on today. And it would be a fun time, too. Japanese withdrawal. By the time of the battle, aircraft from Taffy 3's sister formation, Taffy 2, there's Taffy 2, began to arrive and attack the Japanese formation. Okay. Aircraft and the furious resistance of the U.S. destroyers had caused damage to the majority of Japanese ships present. All Japanese reconnaissance aircraft had been shot down. With a bloody nose and unaware of the exact strength or range of his opponents, Vice Admiral Kurita broke contact and began to withdraw, all the while being harassed by American aircraft. They're definitely going at it over there. Why wouldn't you trust a horse as a teacher? Oh, it's a black and white image. Yes. Aftermath! The heroic display and monumental sacrifice of Taffy 3 saved the lives of countless American and Australian infantrymen landing on that one gulf. Yeah. With the end of the battle, the IGN's ability to launch any kind of offensive operation in the Pacific was essentially eliminated, and its fleet would never fully recover from its defeat. The IGN Yamato would never see combat against surface targets again. She would take a massive amount of ordnance to sink in the form of 11 aircraft torpedoes and 6 bomb hits later in the war. Yeah, I remember that. Bibliography. I think this is cited properly. Is this cited properly? Does anyone wanna, does anyone wanna fact check this? I think you're supposed to, like, do an indentation or some shit, but I mean, it seems right to me. That was the final slide. Remember to clap, kids. Good job! Thank you for submitting this. I'm sorry I can't pronounce everything. I'm not the most eloquent horsewoman ever. But I do appreciate a good little tidbit of history out there. I'm gonna give you an A+ on the assignment, and I'm gonna write a little smiley face next to it as well. And you're gonna go show your parents it, and defend me if any allegations come up later about me beating people for being late to class, okay? Can we do that? We should do that. Yep. Alright, let me go to the next PowerPoint. How am I gonna do this? It's not working. Hold on. Oh, I see the problem. Yep, I see the problem now. There we go. I was a fool. I was such a fool. Okay. Give me a second. Yeah. It's alright. What's up next? What do you guys got for me next? Okay. Okay, this is not outdated. How dare you? And the next PowerPoint is... Japanese tea ceremony, it seems. Not too bad. Happy birthday, thank you. Thank you very much. Bye, Akagi. Thank you. I'm going to do my best to break this down for everyone. I don't know anything about this myself, so we're gonna learn. But in case you haven't noticed, I don't know a lot about a lot, so yeah. Oh, this is really pretty! What is Japanese tea ceremony? Japanese tea ceremony? I don't know how to pronounce that. Sado or Chado, the way of tea. Oh, a ceremonial way of preparing and drinking green tea, typically in a traditional tea room with tatami floor, a type of mat used as flooring in traditional Japanese-style rooms. I wonder how nice that would be, just having a tea party with everybody. I want to have a tea party one day. I want to do it one day. Generally takes place in a tea house, chashitsu, which is separated from the main house and considered a special room of the house. It's kind of here. There you go. Now you can see. Yeah, it's over there. It's over yonder. A ceremony can last approximately 4 hours. That's a lot of time to drink tea. I think it puts the British people to shame. History of the tea ceremony. First practiced in Japan during the Kamakura period, which is between 1192 to 1333. Peasant monks. That took me way too long to process. I'm sorry. There's nothing going on between these years right now. Would later on become an active part of Zen ritual honoring the first patriarch. But her, yeah, I'm okay. I can do this. Okay, I can do this. Still practice to this day. I host. You host? You do? That's actually really exciting. That's cool. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for teaching us about something that means a lot to you. I'm sorry I'm not presenting this very well. I'll put more heart into it. Okay. I'm gonna sit up straight. I'm gonna do this right. I don't want to put any of your presentations to shame. I know you guys worked hard on these. Tea ceremony in modern day Japan. Many schools of Japanese tea ceremony have evolved through the long history of Chado and are active today. Chakai are informal gatherings held to appreciate the ritualized serving of tea, while the more formal occasion is a chaji. Tea ceremony etiquette. Basic. Be on time. Remove your shoes, or else. Host will provide slippers. Wear appropriate clothing. I don't want to see your fucking shoulders and stuff while we're at the table. I remember some high schools were like that, actually. But like, this is like a formal ceremony, so you have to be respectful in general. Wait, my shoulders are exposed. Fuck! I can't do this! Kimono mainly Western conservative wear is sometimes allowed. Tea room. Let the host seat you. Enter on your knees. Okay. Avoid stepping on the center of the mats? Why? Use closed fists when touching the mats instead of palms for hygiene. Turn the cup slightly when it is past you to avoid drinking from where the last guest's lips touched for hygiene. And eat what is given to you. That's a lot of simple... I mean, I guess those are simple instructions. Simple etiquette. Etiquette. Such a funny word. I'm disrespectful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What not to do as a guest. Important lesson here. Do not sit in Seiza style. This will tire you and cause your legs to go sore. It's like when you're not supposed to lock your knees when you're at the position of attention. Don't wash your hands in the tea room unless it is really necessary. Don't ask fake questions which do not relate to the tea ceremony. That's very specific. Don't wait to eat the sweets, but consume them as soon as they are presented to you. Don't eat or drink anything unless they are offered to you. Don't drink the tea like there is no tomorrow. I love how that's phrased. You gotta sip on it, okay, bro? Don't chug the tea, that's rude. Actually, it would be kind of crazy. What to wear as a guest? Host/hostess. The choice of kimono can vary based on the formality of the occasion, the season, and personal preference. Guests, plain kimono and hakama are worn by women and men during the tea ceremonies. Figure 2 for kimono and hakama. Right here. Oh wait, you can't see my mouse. It's up there in the corner. Right there. My ears are pointing at it. Right there. Do not wear anything too revealing, flashy, or casual if you don't have a kimono or hakama, but wear something rather formal. Stuff! There's snacks. What is served? Tea. Matcha. I've never had it before. I'm actually more of a coffee woman myself. I've never really had good tea before. It's mostly lack of experience, okay? Food. Rice. Miso soup. And 3 side dishes, which are a vinegared fish salad, boiled vegetables, and roasted fish or meat. They're down here in the corner again. See? Right there. Wagashi sweets? These all look really fancy and expensive. Like I would have to sell my kidney in a dark alley to be able to afford one. Any buyers? Because these look pretty good. What is required for a tea ceremony? Traditional settings: tatami mats on the floor, sliding shoji screen doors, ikebana flower arrangements, and intricate gardens to look at outside. Oh, that'd be pretty though. It just sounds like a soothing time. Always rotate bowl 180 degrees when given to you by host/hostess. That kind of makes sense, I guess. How to run a ceremony as a host/hostess. Preparations: informal invitations to your guests. Keep them simple and beautiful. Learn how to arrange flowers that will be placed in the alcove. Tokonoma. Learn about kaiseki and how to cook this special meal. Learn about tea ceremony etiquette. Learn to choose utensils for the ceremony in a way that they stand out. Choose the time of day at which the ceremony will take place. And prepare to focus only on being in harmony with your soul. Day of ceremony. Prepare the meal very early in the morning. Clean the room. Place a tatami, Japanese carpet, on the floor. Before guests enter the room, announce that you're ready to receive them. Each guest is welcomed with a silent bow, then invited to wash their hands before entering the tea room. How to run a ceremony? Continued. Cleaning the tools. Clean the utensils in front of your guests and set the tools they have to be aesthetically, literally, so it is pleasing to look upon them. Maintain a graceful posture throughout with no unnecessary movements. No conversations are allowed in the ceremony, and everything from cleaning to how to treat the guests, to how the guests are treated has to be in harmony. Sorry. No, you can't have my liver. I'm only giving you guys my kidney. Preparing the matcha. Add 3 scoops of matcha in the bowl, followed by a small amount of hot water. Whisk the water and matcha together to make a thin paste, and add more hot water to the bowl to make tea. Serving the matcha. Present the bowl of prepared matcha to the main guest. Main guest must wipe the rim of the bowl and offer it to the guest, who repeats the process until it comes back to you. Final stage of the ceremony. After all guests have finished the tea, clean the bowl. Rinse and clean the teaware, the bowl, the ladle, and the whisk. Guests then have to inspect the teaware items as a sign of respect for you. The host/hostess makes sure all tools are handled with caution with a soft cloth. Once done, gather the tools and put them back in place. When guests are about to leave, they will bow one more time as a sign of respect to you before leaving. Yes! Contact Akagi VA for further details or questions. I'm also lazy to put down credits. Everybody give applause! That's a pretty interesting process. I'm not sure how often ceremonies happen, or like what exactly they're for, or if it's just like kind of like a pleasant thing to do with people, but it's a pretty interesting process. I don't know if we really have any like formal ceremonies like this in the US, do we? I can't think of any. Maybe we're just a bunch of rude assholes, but like, you know, we kind of like, we do our best, so it's okay. Thank you very much though. Thank you. I appreciate your wisdom. And keep up the good work out there. Headbutt the guests? No! Not gonna do that. Formal dinners? Oh, is that like the awkward ones in sitcoms where you have to like meet the parents? And then like the laugh track plays and then like the guy drops the tomato soup all over his undershirt and then he starts sobbing. And then the family of the person he's supposed to marry looks on at him with disgust and complete disdain, and it's like a whole thing. Yeah. All right. Next PowerPoint. I might watch Well, I don't even watch sitcoms. I'm just thinking about it, you know. Let's see. The next one is the basics of a 4-stroke gasoline engine. What does that mean? What does that mean? What is? I guess we're about to time to bust out the dirt glass as well. It's already too late for that, buddy. I cannot. I can't advance. Thank you, stubborn serpent. Alrighty. What? Why did it spin? Why'd you add that in there? Why is there a stock photo? Is this supposed to be me? Should I make that face? Oh no, there's things moving. It's animated. The basics. In college, my professor gave me this funny way to remember the 4 individual strokes of an engine. Suck/intake, squeeze/compression, bang/power, blow/exhaust. How is that an easy way to remember that? How? How does that break it down at all? Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. I don't get it. I don't get it. What's happening here? SSBB. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, this is like a diagram for it. I got the exhaust camshaft, the exhaust valve, the cylinder head, the combustion chamber, the piston and connecting rod, the intake camshaft, the intake valve, the intake, the fuel injector, the cylinder block, and the crankshaft down there. Alrighty. Alrighty. As the piston goes down to the bottom, dead center, BDC and the intake valve opens, creating a vacuum. Oh! The air-fuel mixture travels through the carburetor, or as the picture shows, the air and fuel are separate until the fuel injector sprays a precise amount of fuel during the compression stroke. Okay. It's doing a thing! Compression stroke. Both the exhaust and intake valves close as the piston rises to the top dead center, the TDC. Why is it why are you abbreviating it? As depicted earlier, the fuel injector sprays the fuel into the cylinder, allowing for an even burn. This is like a piece of like engineering genius right here. Milliseconds before the piston reaches the TDC. Well, it reaches TDC itself, I'm sorry. The spark plug ignites the burning, burns the air fuel mixture that causes the power stroke to begin. What? Power stroke is happening. Here we go! Actual cool stuff happening now. Insert loud sound here. Ow! No! Fuck! That was not loud. That hurt though. I need a loud sound. I don't know. The air-fuel mixture burns, and as the piston reaches BDC, the exhaust valve begins to open. Exhaust stroke. As the piston starts to rise again, the exhaust valve opens up to let the exhaust fumes out and into the muffler/exhaust system. PSA, cut off the mufflers in your cars and motorcycles. Trust me, it's funny. What? I don't think that's good advice. As an actual fact, in some cases, cutting off a muffler may increase horsepower slightly. It's like me. To maximize this, you would also have to tune up the vehicle, but it's worth the effort. The end! Next time I'll indoctrinate you into my cult, or I'll just talk about Metal Gear. You feel very, very strongly about your, I already forgot what this was about, I'm sorry. It was, engine! Yes. Engine. I'm sorry, I'm a horse, I'm not very good at this. What does this mean? I wonder how many turtles this will represent. How many are there anyway? I will lead you all with a needle within a stack of needles. A truth, not truth. Lies beneath lies. Within the English language. Will connect us, hiding words, truth in plain sight, but we won't be able to understand. Not out of stupidity or unawareness, but out of control that isn't in our hands. Who really is in control here? We will all go mad trying to find the capital T, truth. As we Americanize every single nation and state, we will lose the intricacies of every language in all those cultures. As we unionize the entire world under the United States dollar, our oppressive language, our Tower of Babel will come down on us. God will cast his hand of judgment and punish us, scattering us again like he did before. But who knows? Can you even trust me? Not as Tomoe speaking, but as the author. Who is in control here, really? I wonder if Thursday has an answer. I think they should make a movie about this. What the fuck? You know, buddy, that's, yeah, me too, bro. We can hug it out. What do you mean schizobabble? I don't think that was the intended purpose. Oh god, okay, let's keep the ball rolling, shall we? Alrighty, you know what, champ, you did it. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry if I didn't read that all correctly, but you knocked him dead. Here we go, another presentation. Oh, this one doesn't have, a name on it. I can't give you a grade for this. How does a nuclear power plant work? Unbiased propaganda for the best power generating method. This should be good. This is gonna be a good one, isn't it? Oh, why didn't you write your name on it, bro? You gotta write your name on it. Come on. Huh? What is a nuclear reactor? A nuclear reactor uses nuclear chain reactions, one reaction triggering several others in a domino effect for power generation. The reactions generate a lot of heat. The heat is then used to generate power. Other use for nuclear reactors is to produce isotopes for other applications. Or if you really want to make a deer with 3 horns, I think you could do that with nuclear power as well. Nuclear reactor is starting. Engaging nuclear reactor. We have it's the thing with the neutrons, the diagram. How a nuclear reaction generates heat. Is it a product? What could it be? Nuclear fission is the only viable option for today's nuclear reactors. Atomic fission takes place when a neutron collides with the nucleus of an atom, dividing it into 2 nuclei. Like that, really hard. Just imagine, like, you know the trolley problem? Imagine the trolley just running over, like, all of the people, and then, like, veering off course and hitting the one person at the same time. That's, like, the type of metal shit we're discussing here, basically, class. Basically. Yeah, kinetic energy that becomes heat later on. When some atoms like uranium-235 undergo fission, more neutrons are released, enabling a chain reaction. Yes. Yes. 1 F5, 6 of an A is given 5 carats. Say, fun fact, Tomoe, a lot of power generation is all about boiling water. That's kind of weird, but also kind of interesting. I think I understand that. That sounds vaguely familiar. Nuclear reactions as a means of generating power. My honest reactor. You're a goddamn nerd for that! But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The high amounts of heat generated make steam spin a turbine that is connected to a generator. Nuclear reactors get very hot. A lot of heat equals need a lot of water. I need a lot of water. I'm very parched right now. I think my water is like in my backpack on my bed since I just got back from the gym. Make smart. Please hydrate, please. Hot water equals steam. So a lot of steam. Like a steam sail. A lot of steam equals a lot of power. That's pretty straightforward. Anatomy of a nuclear reactor. As you can see, both cooling and both cooling systems are isolated. I wonder why. It's a primary and a secondary. The control rods control the reactant amount, limiting the number of reactions. Some reactors use cooling towers to send the secondary cooling system's radiation-free steam to the atmosphere. That sounds good for the environment. The coolant that leaves the containment structure never gets in contact with the one that leaves the reactor. What fuel is used in nuclear reactions? Oxide fuels, where the element like uranium is mixed with oxygen and is injected into the reactor. High heat resistance. Metal fuels used since 1946. These have a greater thermal conductivity and fuel density but a lower heat tolerance. Ceramic fuels, high heat conductivity and low heat tolerance. High heat conductivity and heat tolerance but can swell. Liquid fuels, safer, easier to use, and more efficient, normally used as molten salts. Okay. Alright, fuel assembly. That's a lot of tubes. It kind of looks like an LED light, but like a lot of them all together. Thorium, the alternative. The alternative to uranium. Thorium is fertile. That's good. Can't do anything alone, so it can be separated in case of disaster, making it much safer. According to CERN, thorium is 200 times more efficient than uranium. Due to its nature, thorium cannot be weaponized. Well, that sucks. Alrighty. Thorium reactor core, safety drainage tank ice, water/gas reservoir, turbine generator, sealed pipe ice. Thorium reacts in the core, which produces heat. This is ran through a water/gas reservoir. The hot gaseous product is sent to a turbine to power it. Excess heat from the gas may be used in other ways. Should the reactor overheat, a safety tank exists to cool the reactant. You just have to be able to keep things cool, you know? You gotta play it cool. Is that a lump of cheese? I don't think so. I don't think cheese is supposed to look like that in the center. Nuclear waste and fuel reprocessing. Highly radioactive nuclear waste is normally transformed into a ceramic that avoids radioactive leaks and are buried deep underground in resistant containers. In most countries, the spent fuel is recycled into more fuel, reducing highly radioactive waste and obtaining more than 90% of the spent fuel power back. Initially used for nuclear weapons, the US does not reprocess nuclear fuel. According to the Government Accountability Office, accountability. Such practice is avoided also by the concerns of the technology and or material being diverted. Nuclear weapons can also become fuel that way. Thank you for your time and attention! Many thanks. Clap. Thank you! I now understand the process a little bit better. I really need water. I really need water. I'll get it after the next one. That's what I'm gonna do. That was an interesting one. I love this because we're jumping through so many different topics, and it's just interesting to me what you guys choose to present. Like what spawns into your mind when given freedom to, you know, like choose any prompt. What prompted you to choose that prompt, class? That's right, today, I can't even call you guys chat. You're just class. I'll do that. Reddit's given 1.99 carats to say depleted uranium has 1.5 million calories ultimate bulk. I think that might be a little too much. Don't you think, champ? What the fuck is this PowerPoint? What the fuck is alright, well, okay, we'll see. Okay. Who did this? Which of you fuckers did this? I read all of One Piece. Fuck, okay. Why would you do this? Why? Why did you do this, bro? Well, I mean, okay. Was it worth it? That's you! Questionable content. I hope this one's in the TOS. No! It wasn't worth it! No! It wasn't! Really? It wasn't worth it, but you don't like One Piece? I thought it was pretty interesting. Before we begin, we must understand a few things. Firstly, what One Piece? I don't know if I want to click on this video. Just looking at the thumbnail. I don't want to click on this video. I don't want to click on it. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough, bro. He's made of rubber. No! No, YouTube's not gonna like that. It's oh, great. One Piece is about Monkey D. Yiffy? What do you mean, Yiffy? That's not his name! It is Crow trying to find the hidden treasure One Piece. Let's be honest, you already know unless you're living under a rock. Pirates get power from magic devil fruits at the cost of never being able to swim again. This fact is the bane of every Luffy fan's existence because they will never beat the allegations that what? Huh? What? Huh? What? Ah! No! Why did the video start playing? Dude, my ears. I didn't click it. I didn't click it. I'm sorry. Oh, you guys didn't hear it? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was really loud. It was like ear-rapingly loud. I'm good. I'm good. I have my composure. Alright, bro, can't get past water. Yeah. Why One Piece? Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I wanted to play an April Fool's Day prank on a friend of mine who was a huge One Piece fan, decided to read all of One Piece in secret, and then act like I've been a fan for over a decade. That joke was an amazing success. This was my first experience reading any of the big three, which puts me in a unique position as almost every One Piece fan I know has been a fan since they were a kid. I have no nostalgia towards it whatsoever. Bro, who hurt you? Who hurt you? How much time did you spend reading that? That's like so much time. Oh, how One Piece? Over the course of a year, I caught up with One Piece and rated each arc based on my enjoyment. Okay. Okay. Alright. Each square represents 10 chapters, compressing One Piece's entire run to 1/10 of its total length. The height of each arc doesn't mean anything. The color is what matters. Well, why are they at different heights then? Why are they you spent a year and a half preparing for an April Fool's Day prank? Do you hate your friend that much? Bro, what the fuck? Based on the ratings, roughly 66% of One Piece is good or peak, and only 34% is mid to terrible. Then why the fuck do you hate One Piece? Oh, you didn't like Fishman Island? Huh. Okay, let's see. Romance Dawn, Orange Town. I don't remember the origins of it very well because I started One Piece from a young age. Syrup Village probably was kind of shit. Barati, yeah. Arlong Park, yeah. Those are some good arcs. They're alright. Earth Mountain, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, Drum. I barely remember those. Alabasta was long as fuck. What the fuck is this one? I don't even remember the one that came after it. Skypiea was definitely an arc of all time. Long Ring, Long Island. What the fuck is that? I guess it's garbage, so it doesn't matter. Water 7 and Anise Lobby. Yeah, those were okay. Yeah, those were okay. Thriller. You didn't like Thriller Bark, bro? But it had that one chick in it, Perona, that everybody loves. You know, that one. I mean, they love her design. I don't know if they love her attitude, but like it's okay sometimes, you know, it's okay like that. Sabody was okay, yep, Fuck. No, I got a bubble stuck in my throat. Fuck. Now my voice sounds weird. You know what? I'm gonna just deal with this for a second. Intel Down and Marineford. Yeah, they were okay. Why not? Post-war. Yeah, I really don't remember this part very well, I'm gonna be honest. I guess that, okay, never mind. That was before the time skip. No wonder. Yeah, the mermaid was a part of, Fishman Island. Yeah. Okay, alright, back to normal voice. There we go. Punk Hazard. Was that after Fishman Island? Huh. Dressrosa. Wait, return. The training arc actually was pretty good before the time skip. It was interesting. You sound more normal with it. Fuck you! Fuck you! How dare you? Dressrosa. Very peak, honestly. That was a great arc. Zoe was in fact kind of mid, but like, have you seen Carrot, bro? Have you seen Carrot? She's pretty cool. I don't know why, I just think Carrot is cute. Maybe it's because I'm a horse. No, I don't think that's it at all. You don't trust anyone who calls Dressrosa peak? I just remember it took a long ass time to get through that arc. Whole Cake Island was good. That was also a really long arc. Reverie. I don't even remember that. Wano Country? Peak? Egghead Island? Oh yeah, that's the arc that's about to start. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I have not gone through all of Wano yet. Yeah, pretty much. Didn't Dressrosa take like 3? I don't know, a lot of these later arcs take a long ass time. I think early on in One Piece, the arcs were a lot faster, but you know, we're covering a shit ton of lore, so it's okay. So why is this misleading? One Piece's biggest problem was inconsistency. Was it? Huge stretches of great arcs will be wasted on things no one cares about. The mangaka spends ages on random side characters you will never see again. Example, Alabasta, Dressrosa, Wano Country, etc. Some of the worst arcs will have the best chapters in the whole series. Fishman Island, Thriller Bark, Skypiea, and Long Ring Longland has a a thug-ass gangster introduction to one of the admirals. Bro's introduced riding his bike across the ocean, freezing the sea as he goes, and then kicks ass. It's why I remember that shit. I don't know why they introduced him like that. I forgot that was that arc. Everybody loves him. He's pretty funny. Excuse me. They'll be quite close to headquarters. Yep, those good old admirals. One Piece's biggest problem, still inconsistency. Nearly 80% of Thriller Bark is an utter slog with annoying villains, tired yags, an uninteresting environment, and literally the worst final fight in the whole series. But the last 5 chapters have Zoro's best character moment on top of the best backstory for any of the crew members. It's like they're rubbing it in that you can't skip the arc. Bro, this is a pretty interesting PowerPoint. Oh man. Other big problems. Glacial pacing. Massive amounts of time are wasted on the crew that not really doing anything. My biggest pet peeve is when the author will destroy the flow of a fight by cutting back and forth to a million different separate events multiple times. It's for, you know, everybody gets a chance at the spotlight, bro. Come on. Everybody gets their opportunity. What do you mean this solidifies your decision to never touch One Piece? One Piece is a literary masterpiece. Excuse you, motherfucker. Alright, it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's actually not for everyone, but it is pretty interesting. But I wouldn't recommend starting it, like, unless you were in it. You gotta, if you know, you know, you know. If you know, you know. Not to mention the anime, which adapts less than half a chapter an episode at its worst. It's cause they don't want to catch up, you know? They don't want to have filler. You don't get it. You just don't get it. Bad / overcrowded panels. Holy fuck, dude. What is going on that panel? Whenever the mangaka thinks of something, he absolutely has to put in no matter what, which results in way too much useless dialogue. Also, his page spreads are so crowded, you have to read over them 3 times in different directions to get all the information. He also has a terrible habit of breaking up normal panels with extra lines for seemingly no reason. Makes things feel even more cramped. My condolences. Terrible character designs. They're quirky. I mean, they're memorable. They're unique. You know, they stand out. You gotta look at them and be like, damn, you ugly as hell. I'll remember this. Not much to say here. One Piece characters just tend to look like clowns. We all have those days, son. We all have those days where we look in the mirror and we're like, damn. That's a clown. But that's okay. We all have those days. This may lead you to believe I think One Piece is better. I mean, you did say so at the beginning of the PowerPoint, yes? You'd be right. Fuck you. Fuck you. I was waiting for a but and then like, you know, ... something else, you know, something inspiring, something upbeat and happy. What else is there? Was that really? Oh, JK, but actually though, I think its high points really shine. I just find it sad that there is so many problems that stop me from saying it was worth the time I spent reading it. Fuck you! Is there more? Further reading. Did you really... Did you cite all of these, or... Oh, you cited your sources. Oh. 106 volumes. You can't see the bottom right corner, but I guess he read all 106 volumes of One Piece. Alright then. Alrighty. This was a bit of an emotional roller coaster, but everybody clap for this man who spent 1.5 years just to give us this presentation today. Good job! But fuck you for jump scaring me earlier. How could you do that to me, bro? How could you do that to me? I trusted you! I trusted you, damn it. What if 5, 6, 7 days given 2 carrots to say One Piece more like bland piece? Labao. Shut up! You shut up right now. How dare you? Oh golly. I did enjoy. I'm sorry for screaming in your guys' ear. I was legitimately startled though. I was not expecting a super loud sound to just play suddenly. So yeah, I was pretty nifty. Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? What is this shit? What is this? We're going from One Piece to... Why cows? Better. Well, I hope you guys are milk-pilled, because we're about to learn about some bovines today. Grab your cows, guys! It's by Sogo. The story of cows! What do you mean, what? Not cowgirls. No. Cows. The story of cows. Domesticated cows are descended from wild aurochs, a species that sounds like a fucking fantasy race. A species of wild cattle with long horns that are now extinct. Yep, sounds like a fantasy race. They were domesticated between 5,000 and 10,000 years ago for similar reasons as we use them today. Meat, milk, and help with labor. Unthinkable. Why are cows the best animal? They're big, slow, and some people seem to think that they're not as cute as fuzzy bunnies or happy dogs. Those people are wrong. Cows are emotional, social animals who make and keep best friends, love physical affection, and taste delicious. Show an appreciation for music, and are deeply curious about other creatures and the world around them. I mean, if we didn't have cows, like, think about it. How could you enjoy road trips where you, like, point out the window after you're aggressively tugging the sleeve of the person next to you and go, "There's a cow! Look at the cow! Look at the cow! Look at the cow!" And then everybody's like, "Oh, yes, a cow. Nice. That's a nice cow." We've all been there. One of the most common farm animals around the world is the cow. Every continent except for Antarctica, that's kind of weird, raises at least one breed of cattle. It's easy to see why. Cows provide meat, milk, labor, leather, and hundreds of other products that people use in everyday life. That's a lot of cow products. I mean, the dairy section is an important part of your basic food groups. Nutrients and stuff. How are they similar and better than horses? Why would you do this? Why? Why? This was a choice. You made this choice. You dug your grave. You're going to detention after this. Cattle can be as much fun as horses with lots less fuss. For instance, cattle have 4 stomach chambers, which make them champion digesters. They aren't picky eaters like horses. Okay. Cattle tend to tolerate flies that would drive an average horse mad. And they can be ridden too. That's all. Stop reading, nerd. Please clap. Alright, next PowerPoint! Fuck you! I'm not Baldy, shut up. Shut up. I'm not balding. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Oh, what is this shit? Who made this? You know what? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. What? Oh, I see what you did. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Here we go. Germany! It's a PowerPoint on Germany. Believe me, I'm German. We get out of the state with this one. Meaning behind the colors on the German flag. Here you go. Work, work, work. And the blue is... humor. Oh. There's no blue on the... It's so dumb. I don't know what this means. What even is a Germany? All around facts. Quick informative point. Oh, this is the summary. This is the summary. This is the introductory part. Okay. Culture, question mark. Language, VTubing in Germany, question mark. The heck? Turtle, shield food? What? Is that what it means? Huh? Germany! Or how you would say in German. Yeah, that's a word. Doesn't matter, the American version is the only one that matters. Rah! Apparently. So, country in Central Europe. 16 states called, not states. The only cool state is North Rhine-Westphalia. Who names these? 89 million citizens. Germany has an area of 386 kilometers squared. What is that in miles? I need a fact check. Quick, someone get a fact check. 9 countries bordering Germany. We are not Austria. Where is Austria? Where is it? Quick facts. Stereotypes. It's the I don't want to pronounce any German words. It's not because I hate the language, it's just because, you know, it's, oh, these are the stereotypes. Every German has at least one pair of these. I would assume they're like jeans or something. Probably not. It's a Bavarian thing. It's on the same level as someone who would say every American has cowboy hats. How many of you guys in chat have a cowboy hat? Raise your hand. Tell me. Tell me. There's gotta be at least one of you. I know at least one of you does. Every German loves drinking beer and alcohol. Yes. That's fine. That's fine. Germany has over 1,000 variations of sausage, 300 different types of bread. JFK was not a jelly donut. Attempting to escape jail is legal in Germany. Germany has over 20,000 castles around this country. Wait, or is it 20.000? I'm assuming you meant 20,000. We are sorry for introducing daylight savings. I forgive you. I'm glad that a lot of you actually have cowboy hats. Maybe their example wasn't quite on point, you know. It's like 246,900. That's a big number. It's a lot of miles, though, for anybody wondering. If you have a car with that many miles on it, it's probably not a great car. Drinking is legal at 16. Kids do it sooner, usually. I hope you guys have strong livers. You need a strong liver to get through life, you know? 1/3 of the country are woods. Spoopy. Does that mean they have, like, a lot of, folklore creatures? Like, you know, like the creatures with glowing eyes in the forest that, like, come out and tickle your toes or some shit? Those are usually what are in the horror movies, right? I assume. I don't know what the German monsters are like. Culture! Werewolves? Okay. Thank you. Culture is very diverse in Germany. Every state has its own culture. The most famous one is definitely the culture Bavaria has to offer. Holy shit, bro! Wait, what? Wait, Germans actually like pretzels? I always thought that was a joke. Why pretzels, though? Did they, like, originate there, or is there, like, pretzel lore? Does it go deeper than this? What every culture festival has in common in Germany is have fun and celebrate it with your loved ones or someone close by. And they have this outfit here. It reminds me of Oktoberfest. I didn't know Oktoberfest was a German thing, though. I probably should have known. German culture also includes the death of children in their fairy tales. A few festivities. Festivals / special days that Germans celebrate. The carnival! You guys don't just have several around the states? Yeah, okay. Carnival starts at, wait, what? 11/11? On 11/11? Why, though? What's the lore behind that? And it ends... Wait, it goes on for 3 months? People dress up in silly costumes, drink, and celebrate till late hours. Dance in May. Dance in May has a long tradition and celebrates seasonal change from the cold to the warmer seasons. And how else? It's celebrating the music with night and drinking. Day of German Unity. On every October 3rd, Germans celebrate how the name suggests when Germany got officially united. But funnily enough, this day won't be really celebrated on this day. Usually all Germans stay at home and it's used as a relaxing day. Oh, it's the... Oh, okay, so that's the lore there. Okay. Hold on, there's a spider. Let me kill it real quick. Just a second, guys. Just a second. I don't like when spiders taunt me. Never mind, fucker got away. That's fine, I'll see him later. They always come back. Don't kill spiders. Don't tell me what to fucking do. It's my room. Spiders don't come into my room. I'm not afraid of them, I just don't like seeing them around my room. No, that was a different spider than earlier. That other one was bigger. Oh well. orb weaver or hunting. I think it might have been an orb weaver, but regardless, I'm killing spiders in my room. You guys can't convince me to keep them alive. It's a personal choice. That's all I can really say. Easter and Christmas. Like every country, we celebrate these days, usually with the family, and doesn't differentiate on tradition like everyone else. The only difference is that we exchange presents on the 24th of Christmas. Oh god. Oh god. Symbols. Language. The famous as... I've never even heard of that before. I've never heard of that before. It's very unique in German. It's the only letter that the German language uses. It slowly loses its usage because it's just a different way to use a double S. There's more to do to it. That doesn't even look like an S. It looks like a fishing hook, kinda. I don't know. There's more to it, but that would go too much into depth. Umlauts? Umlaut? The thingies with the two dots over them is uses over a vowel, especially German, to indicate a different vowel quality. Why is there an E over them though? I don't get it. Challenge, good luck trying to say this word. There's a duck that's judging me in the corner. Steam shipping plus interfix. What is the interfix? Electricity's main maintenance shop building under officials association. That's painful. That's really painful. I like the duck though. I'm gonna give it a little kiss. Ah. I love it. Thank you for adding the duck. VTubing in Germany? VTubing in Germany. VTubing is surprisingly still very unknown in Germany. It is because the majority of the youth and young adults aren't into watching streams outside of popular RL/YouTuber streaming on Twitch. It's a slow progress, and there are a few Germans that try VTubing in German, but the numbers are very low. The majority of the viewers into VTubing speak English. For that reason, many German VTubers stream in English instead of German, but hey, don't be discouraged. I would assume you meant discouraged there. It only means that is still a market that is able to be broken through. Famous native German VTuber, Shy Lily, Kiara, Yokla, yeah. I actually didn't know they were German. Fair enough. Fair enough. 5 ways to say goodbye. See you the fuck later. But like politer and whatnot. It's a magical language. Oh wait, that was the last slide. Well, I learned a fair amount. I don't know what they are, bro. I don't know where people are from. I'm not good remembering stuff like that. Hey man, you live, you laugh, and you love, you know? Another slide over, and it's a horse. We love horses out here. We love horses. Not too shabby. I learned about a whole other country. If only you guys would make a slide about America too. It's fine. I forgive you. Oh my god! What the fuck is this? You enjoy making me suffer, right? Let's see. A brief history of the Iron Horse. I don't think it was brief. See, the joke's on you. I look at how many slides there are before I start the presentation. You motherfucker. Alrighty. I'll learn about trains today. I'll learn about trains. You got me there, buddy. Some of the information may be oversimplified. Oh! That's a horse. That's a horse. Before the Iron Horse. If you're gonna suggest replacing horses, I have some bad news for you, pal. Before the train existed, there were other forms of transport. Waterways, used man-made and pre-existing rivers, but could freeze during the winter, and it wasn't the most direct route. Horses, although it was more direct mode of transport, it took a long time to move people and goods across long distances. You know, we have to fucking rest, right? We're not just machines to be used for your amusement. Fucked up. Another train presentation? I thought I was the only one. You mean I get to learn about trains twice? Fuck. Okay. Well, we'll see. Maybe this is different information. The humble beginnings, 1830s to 40s. Railroads would start out with simple iron rails placed on wooden cross ties. At times, early railroads didn't use steam engines and instead used horses to pull wagons along the rails. It's crazy how that works. It's crazy. Silence farm equipment, fuck you! You don't understand my pain. Early steam engines were imported from England to great effect, connecting people and raw materials to industrial cities, but early steam engines were unreliable. This be reminding me of a history teacher's PowerPoint right now, for real, for real. It's not bad though. I like all the pictures you included. It's like easy on the brain, you know? Westward bound, 1840s to 1850s. By the mid-19th century, steam locomotive design improved, causing more faster locomotives to enter service. More railroad companies began to expand westward. As the railroads went west, villages and towns would spring up alongside the tracks as the railroad became a lifeline to the outside world. That's right, go outside. From dark. Oh, that is a shit ton of pollution. Hell yeah, brother. You fuck up that environment. You get them. Show them what's up. You got this. Trains were used to move men and material to front lines during the Civil War. The Union had an advantage as there were more rail lines connecting cities and towns compared to the Confederacy. It would also be the first war to introduce railway guns. Not rail guns, but railway guns, such as the 13 siege mortar used during the Siege of Petersburg, nicknamed the Petersburg Express. 2 lights. That's a lot of them. What is that called? Is that scaffolding? What is that called? Smog vaccine. Yeah, buddy. That's a lot of chaps. That's a lot of gentlemen's right there. Very dapper. I think that's just the photo's age and exposure. You're probably right to be honest. Oh, that's a bridge. I'm sorry, I'm a fucking dumbass right now. Feel free to point and laugh at me. Don't you dare do that. You're supposed to be on my side. In 1863, the Union Pacific Railroad started construction of the Transcontinental Railroad in Council Bluffs, Iowa, in the Midwest. Who the fuck lives in Iowa, though? I don't know any Iowanians? Iowans? What are your people called? The Central Pacific Railroad also started in 1863 at Sacramento, California. Heh. But they had a harder task as they had to carve through Rocky Mountains. That sounds like a bitch to do. Islands? Yeah, something like that. On May 10th, 1869. Okay. The last golden spike was driven at Promontory Summit, Utah, completing the American Transcontinental Railroad connecting the east to the west. Now we can all hate each other equally. Hell yeah. 5 whole Iowans. I want to meet them so I can beat them up. Like, respectfully, though. I'm not threatening you guys. This is like a hypothetical situation, you know? I would never lay my hands upon you guys. You're fine. I'm not gonna hurt you. It's fine. Rise and falls. After the Civil War, there was a boom in the railroad industry. During the Civil War, there were about 30,000 miles of track in the United States, but by the 1890s, the amount of tracks rose to 163,597 miles in total. But with this growth came troubles. J. Cook and Co. And other assortments of banks financed railway constructions by selling company bonds. Basically IOUs, but expenses ballooned and the railroad financiers could not pay back the bonds, and the banks collapsed as the public rushed to the banks to withdraw money. This led to the largest recession of the time in 1873 and led to a domino effect causing Great Railroad Strike of 1877. That's right, man. Railroaded people into hating life. And they starved because of fucking trains. All because you guys didn't want to rely on horses. It's crazy what happens when you defy nature and make these giant roaring beasts that are just beyond human comprehension. I mean, we get them now, right? But it's not the same. It's not the same as horses. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to convey here. This is a sham, basically. Rise of robber barons. Okay. Some entrepreneurs, through aggressive business tactics and cunning business strategy, built railway empires. People like Cornelius Vanderbilt. Who the fuck names their kid Cornelius? But never mind that. Never mind. J. and George Gold. J.P. Morgan, although known for his baking corporation, he had a hand in reorganizing some railroad corporations and becoming a major shareholder in the railroads he organized. Alrighty then. Alright, buddy. Powering on electric locomotive. It's not the same as steam, bro. I need the environment to be fucked up so that I can make a point here. Electric trains were an innovation that came during the late 1800s. Thomas Edison made a test bed in 1880, and in 1895, the Baltimore and Ohio was the first to use electric locomotives in a mainline service. Electric engines weren't as widely implemented in the United States. They were cheaper, cleaner, and more powerful than the steam engines of the time, however, required more infrastructure, such as third rails or overhead wires and power generating stations. Early electric engines were used to pull trains or shift freight cars in large cities and ports, as some cities like New York banned the running of steam locomotives within city limits. Because fuck nature, that's why. Regulating and trust busting. These guys have impressive facial hair. I wish I did too right now. It would make me feel more with the PowerPoint, you know? I need to connect with it. I would name a kid Cornelius Strong name. No the fuck you wouldn't. You wouldn't actually. I would name a dog that though. I feel like that's a cool dog name. It's quirky, you know? You could just call him your little cornball. Yeah. The Interstate Commerce Commission was founded in 1887 to regulate railroad shipping rates, and in 1906, the Hepburn Act authorized the ICC to set maximum railroad rates. Just imagine if Amazon was around at the time. Several more amendments to the ICC were made in 1910 and 1913 to prevent any unfair business practice. See, I was alive during this time. I would know. In 1901, James Hill, owner of the Great Northern Railroad, and J.P. Morgan, who controlled the Northern Pacific Railway, attempted to merge with Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad. Okay, with these companies buying stock, this caused prices to rise and threatened to cause a stock market crash. What the fuck? Is this all because of railroads? Northern Securities Company was created as a holding company for the three railroads. The public was alarmed by the company because it would become the largest company in the world and monopolize railroad traffic in the western United States. President Theodore Roosevelt ordered the United States Department of Justice to pursue a case against Northern Securities. The Supreme Court held that the merger was unlawful, and so the Northern Securities Company was broken up. Oh boy, what a mouthful. Yeah, you're telling me, motherfucker. How do you know all of this? Was this for a class or something, or do you just, like, know this, like, off the top of your head? Holy shit, bro. American railroads during the First World War! When the United States went to war in 1917, there was a chaos on the rails as freight had priority, and everything had to go east to cause eastern rail yards to become severely congested, and also led to a shortage of 100,000 freight cars. With the carnage unfolding, Woodrow Wilson took the unprecedented step of indirectly nationalizing the railroads, and the USRA was formed to prioritize war material trains and to standardize locomotives and rolling stock, which could be mass-produced and operate on any railroad. Train fans are a different breed. I'm glad there's, like, no train game like Ace Combat then. Holy shit, bro. You researched all of this. Okay, you know what? That's fair. It's passion. It's passion. I don't understand trains very well, but at least I will after this. Some of us are rail fans. So you're saying if you're walking up the stairs, you hold on to the rail? I see. Our interests run deeper than your patience. For the most part, you would be incorrect about that. I'm a very patient woman. Fun fact, USRA built over 1,200 2.10-0? Huh? decapods intended to go to Russia, but following the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917, not all had been delivered and remained on U.S. soil. As a result, they were retrofitted to American standards and were used on American railroads, where they lasted until dieselization? Peace times, 1920s! Most haunts VTuber of 2023? For me? Do you really mean it? I'll take it. I'll take it, thank you. Thank you. Alright, let me get back to presenting. I have to say it with my chest. I have to project my voice, yes. Yes, that's what I have to do. After the USRA was dissolved in 1920, it left a very worn-out railroad system behind. What was more troubling was the competition between road and rail as cars, trucks, and buses started to become more common. But at this time, it would be the humble beginnings for diesel locomotives. General Electric produced an experimental diesel-electric box cab that was used on the Central Railroad of New Jersey in 1925 as a switcher. It's this little guy over here, off to the side. The age of speed and streamlining as a way to bring in more passenger to ride the rails in 1930s. Some railroad companies designed and built trains that's stylish and fast to attract travelers. Oh, cause it looks nice, so people want it. That, you know, that's basic human brain right there. You know, that's fair. It's like you make the horse look fancy, and everybody wants that horse. Yeah, you gotta doll them up. It's your birthday today? Well, happy birthday. I hope we can do this again. Someday, buddy, someday. I don't mind too much. Some services to note are the Burlington's Pioneer's effort for being the first streamlined diesel engine in mainline service. In breaking over 100 miles per hour, the 20th Century Limited was notable for its luxurious red carpet service and Art Deco aesthetic. What is that again? I can't remember. Oh, it's the colored stuff now. Okay. Into the Second World War. The railroads today this time are very crucial to move war materials from the factories to the ports, but also railroad companies made millions of profit moving all the men and war materials. But due to the war, all railroad companies were prohibited from designing and manufacturing any new locomotive designs. But also during this time, General Motors' Electromotive Division would show off a diesel locomotive, the NMD-FT, that could be used in mainline freight services and was tested all across the United States. That is a sexy looking train right there. I like the colors on it. It's nice. It looks sleek. Dieselization! 1950s to 1960s. After the war and rationing it ended, EMD began production of the F units. It was the beginning of dieselization. Railroads were quick to change to diesel because it cut costs drastically by standardizing locomotives and removing the number of people crewing a train. I did not know trains were this colorful. In 1920, the railroads employed over 2 million people, but by 1960, that number fell beneath 950,000. Jeez, bro, let's talk about getting laid off. Competition. In 1960s, as the railroads were moving dieselization, the trucking and aviation industry were starting to compete with the railroads, especially with passenger traffic. As airliners managed to go coast to coast in a matter of hours, cutting travel times by days compared to a cross-country passenger service. Those damn trains and their... Yeah. Wait, no, those damn air... Yeah, I can see why... I don't know, do train people beef with airplane people? Like, is this, like, lore among the communities? Like, do you guys just hate each other? Or some shit? Or is it, like, a peaceful coexistence? A lot of passenger services were cut, and at this point on, freight became the main focus for railroad companies. That's understandable. A dark era in railroad. Dude, that took a twist right there. 1970s. The 70s were a low point for the railroad industry. This is fucking depressing. Why would you word it like this? As the regulations that were once implemented to prevent monopolies were now hindering them competing with trucking companies and airline industries. Those mother truckers. Fuck. passenger rider numbers were at an all-time low during the 70s and after the Penn Central Corporation went into bankruptcy on June 21st, 1970. It left a void in railroad transportation in the East Coast. Amtrak was formed as a for-profit corporation backed by the federal government and provide intercity passenger service. I believe you could still take Amtraks to this day. Recovering from the 70s. In 1976, Conrail was formed by the United States government as a response to the Penn Central's collapse. Conrail was made up of formerly Penn Central tracks. The company had a rough start rebuilding the dilapidating rail system and upgrading rolling stock, but Conrail was having trouble making money due to the ICC's stringent regulations. Until 1980, Congress passed the Staggers Rail Act, where the ICC's power was lessened, causing freight companies to start competing with road and aircraft. Oh, okay, so it's competition and stuff. So, alrighty. The Age of Giants! That's a lot of different companies. Holy shit, that's a lot of different companies. Okay. Once regulations were loosened, railroads began to merge. The first mega merger was with 4 different railroads to become the Burlington Northern. Then the Union Pacific merged 3 more railroads. While on the East Coast, 3 railways merged to become the Chessie system, which would later become the CSX. Interestingly enough, the Southern Pacific and Santa Fe attempted to merge but was blocked by the ICC. Alright, so out of curiosity, you said this was all like the condensed, like shortened version of train history, right? What is the long version like? This is already a lot of information. These are some pretty fucking thick slides. That was a lot of companies, yeah. The modern railroad network. The railroad network consists of 5 major railroads: Union Pacific, BNSF, CPKC, CSX, and Norfolk Southern. All companies employ diesel locomotives, more specifically the GEVO series of locomotives. There are some major issues such as regional monopolies, inefficient railroading practices, and major railroad accidents. The end, kinda. This is the end of the history slides. After this, there's some notable locomotives that are interesting due to odd designs. This part is entirely skippable. Tomoe, you don't understand how extensive the lore regarding the merger of 2 companies can be. This is condensed. But it's just putting, like, one railroad thing into, like, another railroad thing, and then everybody, like, gives a thumbs up, and then the end credits roll, and everybody starts applauding, right? How the fuck is there confusion and how do you... Huh? The Union Pacific class, 9,000. You gotta add 9,000, it makes it cooler. It looks rusty as hell, but it looks kind of trusty as hell too. This locomotive was designed for heavy haul freight trains and was 4-12-2, 4 leading wheels, 12 drive wheels, and 2 trailing wheels. Wheel arrangement, and it had 3 pistons, but it was a nightmare to maintain. Only 88 were built and only 1 is preserved. It is notable for being the longest rigid frame locomotive in North America. That's a lot of fucking horsepower, 4,750 to be exact. Ha! Union Pacific gas turbines locomotive, the GTELs. The GTELs were designed for long-haul flight operation. It used a gas turbine engine as the prime mover. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the difference between the different types of things that make it move, but I assume you guys know a shit ton about trains, and there's like a lot of lore, and it's like building IKEA furniture blindfolded for y'all at this point, I would reckon. Although it was powerful, it was a gas guzzler, but also really loud. Oh man, yeah, I can see why subsidies would be pissed off by that. But by the time of the energy crisis in 1973, it was too expensive to run due to fuel costs. Interestingly, there was a story of a crew parking the engine underneath a road bridge, and the air exiting the exhaust was so hot that it melted the blacktop surface on the road. Way to piss off people. 4,500 HP. It's a lot of horses. New York Central, 999. This specific locomotive was noteworthy for its speed. It was built in 1893 and was placed in express services which ran from Syracuse to Buffalo. Syracuse, sorry man. In these runs, it allegedly broke over 100 miles per hour, making it the first allegedly steam engine to go over 100 miles per hour. It was showcased at the 1893 Chicago World Fair. It still exists and now sits as a museum piece in the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago. Sounds like an interesting place. If you got this far, thank you. I hope this has been informative and interesting. It was pretty interesting, to be honest. Although, that was a lot of reading. That is also a very high health bar, you were correct. Alright, please clap. Oh! Thank you. Your goal was reached? What do you mean your goal was reached? What do you mean by this? I like how you said a brief history of the Iron Horse. How dare you? Okay, what the fuck is this one? I don't understand. Oh, it's taking a second to load. Give me a moment. This one's Bro, what the fuck? I don't know if my computer can even load this one. Give it a second. It's yeah, somebody went a little crazy with this one, eh? Hold on, my computer is it's choking right now. It is gasping for air. Oh god damn, bro. You're right, let me get some water real quick while this shit loads. Hold on. Okay. Alright, we're back. I think it finally loaded. Holy shit, bro. Alright, I don't even know what this is, but we're gonna find out together. Tomoe Umari. Cute or cool? I think you all know the answer to that. I'm not cute. I'm not cute. Not cute. Yep, take your challenge, get 5 carrots. My presentation took 10 minutes to make because I was waiting to get unloaded at the time of work. The presentation was much better than mine. It's okay. It's not about who's better or worse, man. What the fuck is this? Oh, this is only the introductory slide, don't worry. Oh, this one. The answer is yes, Tomoe. She's no! I'm not cute. I'm not. I'm cool. I'm like, you guys can't even you can't even talk about your substitute teacher like that. Show a little respect. You know what? Let's see what they were cooking with this. Okay, now there's that is me up there. Yeah, that was one hell of a day, let me tell you. Disclaimer, all art is stolen and uncredited. Famous UmARTi terrorist. Thank you for giving your disclaimer in there. I appreciate it. I guess let's see what this is about. You know what? It's weird. It's like uncanny seeing my face like this. Even if I try to replicate it, doesn't work. Holy shit, bro! Cute. What is cute? Where did you get all of this art from, bro? Okay. Alright. Alright, I feel like I'm about to be stabbed. Cool. What is cool? Is this all me being cool? Am I cool here? What the fuck is this? Oh god. Still got the Groucho glasses. I would press them, but last time I did that in the middle of a presentation and opened my browser history. So I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay. What is this one? What's the fucking plane? Why am I? Why is there a plane with me? What the fuck is that? What is that? I don't understand. Should I look angry? Like in your fireplace. Your frog is given 2.79 carrots to say you are cute and cool at the same time. No, the fuck, I'm not. But let's see what this guy was cooking. In defense of cool. Holy shit. That's a horse in many forms right there. Why is the emoji there? Are these all me being cool? Just present it as all vibes. Okay, 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 okay. Argument for cute. Why are there more on the cute slide than the cool slide? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? I don't even feel like I've seen all of this art before. Some of this might be new to me. Either that or I have a really shitty memory. The answer is yes, by the way. Yes. More arguments for cute. Holy shit, it goes on. Alright, I recognize this horsewoman. I feel like, why is there a Yu-Gi-Oh card? Wait, no, that's a magic card, fuck. Okay, I see that now, sorry. That's a magic card. I've played more magic than I have Yu-Gi-Oh! I should know this shit. Methinks there's bias. Some bullshit right there. It's not my fault you guys are blind. Cute continued! I like the bottom left one! I'm sorry! I'm a nice person, I swear. This is a misunderstanding. This is a gross misunderstanding. Bro. This is so embarrassing. I feel very caught. How is that cute? How the fuck is that cute? Aggression is not cute. It's not. So is it cute or cool? Who is this horse? Who is this horsewoman? The answer is whatever feels right to you. What do you say, chat? Am I cute or cool? Choose wisely. Horses on my computer, it's more likely. It's called cute aggression. Alright, buddy, you listen here. Cute. Yes, yes, cute. So someone say cool. You know what? Both is fine, but I feel like I should. Inspiring? No. Finn? Oh, it's by Alaska. Damn, bro, you got like all of the fucking art. This is all the art. It's kind of nice though. It's nice to reminisce like this, you know? It's nice to look back. It's been a long year. Cute. Wonderful. Alright. I'll remember this. It is Tomoe. It is so Tomoe. The answer is cute. This is dealing severe mental damage. Remember to vote. Oh yeah, you guys should vote for me. Remember to vote for me. You guys are tormenting me right now, you know that? Finn, but for real this time. That is how I feel. For real, for real. Why is there a horse putting... Is that a fucking horse buying Wonder Bread on the bottles? Alright, no more of this shit. No more of this shit right here. Maybe dorky. Fuck this. I need more water. I don't even have enough water for all of this. Hydrated. In my element. Flourishing. Ready to burn down some Minecraft villages. We are on top of our game right now. On top of our game. That was an accident. Alright, there we go. Well, that was a little bit of a, it was like a little bit of a trip. More like a push down the stairs, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Would you guys be surprised if I told you we're not even halfway done yet? Oh yeah. We're going. I don't know if I like this one. This one looks like it has what the fuck is this? You know what? I'm gonna open it. You guys can try to decipher that. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to. This is beyond my comprehension. This is like, I feel like I'm reading a different language right now, you know? Okay, okay. Huh? Star Wars? I don't know. It doesn't give context for what this is. Yes? Oh, it's 40K. Yeah, I don't know what this means. You can't just throw something like this in here without context, bro. You have to give context. You gotta give context to these things, otherwise the class is gonna be lost. You can't just shove somebody into the middle of like a calculus lesson when they haven't taken basic mathematics. Apparently he's heartless. Just a heartless bastard, okay. There's a lot going on here. I just don't understand. I don't understand. What do you mean F tier presentation? Are you saying my presentation skills are bad? Bro, it's just, I'm confused. What is sorcery? Okay, that I understand. You know, I have this so much power. Introduction slides are important. That's right. There's no context here. Not all of us know. Who is he? Why is he significant? What is his purpose? You gotta give more information, bro. We need some meat and potatoes to work with. All you're giving us is a fucking tray with no contents on it. Alright, you're giving us a side dish. I can't work with... You're not even giving us a fucking side dish. You gave us a sauce. I can't work with just a fucking sauce. Okay? Marquis given 2 carrots to say... He was the dad of a... Primarch, what the huh? See, none of this makes sense to me. I mean, this is like a long time. It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry for being so weak. Okay, I mean, I feel like if you were explaining it to somebody who already understood what was going on, I don't know how much he's impacted my life. You're right, I have no fucking idea. There's a father here, except it's not actually a father here. Abused him physically and mentally. I'm about to fucking mentally and physically abuse whoever the fuck wrote this PowerPoint. Not actually, though. I'm sorry. I'm not actually mad, I'm just confused. I'm just confused, bro. Kill? You can't just kill your problems, that's what I'm saying, bro. You can't just kill your problems. He's ascended to David. At what point? Where's the fucking timeline? I do not love you anymore? Rat desserts. Who the fuck is Rat? What? What the fuck is this? It's how Warhammer works. You just randomly shove somebody into the middle of the lore and expect them to figure it out. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool. That being said, I appreciate the effort to teach me this. I don't know, he's a heartless old corpse running around commanding the strength of a legion. Some have described me much the same. Maybe he's not so different than me. I don't know. Throwing me into the deep end without floaties? Shit, bro. If anyone wants to clarify, I don't know. Maybe there's something that's missing here. Golly fucking gee. He had his time with the sun. He's over 12 millennia old at this point. Let him die. Thank you. Well, at least they added credits. I'm so sorry if I butchered that presentation. I just don't know anything about Warhammer, so I could not really give a good presentation there. Thank you for bearing with me as I struggled horrendously to try and make that work, though. I didn't want to just, like, flat out skip it, right? Because I appreciate you guys taking any effort at all to make these. But, like, I couldn't really work with it, you know? I couldn't work with it. Oh shit, what this? Let's start from the beginning. You know what? Maybe another day. If nobody did a full Warhammer presentation, that's on you, because I said there was no limit for slides. You guys had your chance. Let's see what happens. Persona and its ties to Jungian psychology. Well, you're cooking right now. You know what? I don't know much about Persona. Well, yep. This is going to be a thing. There's always next time. You're right, sport. There's always next time. Let's look at Persona. Oh god, no. Nah, it's fine, bro. Disclaimer. Possible spoilers for 7-plus-year-old games. Well, that's just fucked up, isn't it? This only covers modern Persona games, while 1 to 2 have elements of Jung's methods. I will only cover examples in 3 to 5 due to personal preferences, aka I don't like them as much. Reasonable. Please keep it spoilers free. It seems that's impossible to do. I am not a psychologist or even college educated, and thus this presentation is not an accurate representation of actual study. Pronounced Jung. It's pronounced shut the fuck up and let me do my presentation, you goddamn backseating bitch. You know what? That wasn't serious, just in case you thought I was actually mad at you there. I don't understand anything. How can I read that? Because it's on my other monitor. It's a little bit more saturated. I think it's I think it's okay. Oh, there are memes in here, you motherfucker. Introduction to Persona. Why is there a whole timeline? Persona is a JRPG released by Atlas and is considered... It's a spin-off of Megami Tensei franchise. I am familiar with Megami Tensei, but I'm not familiar with the Persona, which is probably a weird turn of events. It makes you sound cool. I love being wrong. I absolutely love being wrong. They kept the gray on blue for the whole presentation. Can you guys really not see that well? I don't know if I can fix that. You know, some things can't be fixed. Chapter 1, Find the Lost Kitty. Final chapter, Kill God. Damn, is it really like that in JRPGs? Social stimulation in visual novel form, turn-based combat, themes of human struggle, modern setting of high school age kids, relatable characters, emotional storytelling, romance with teenagers. Questionable, but pop off. Introduction to analytical psychology. So why did you choose psychology exactly? He's a Swiss psychiatrist to describe research into his, at the time, new empirical science of the psyche. The psych. Like, oh, okay. Terms to be familiar with for this presentation are the collective unconscious, the self, the shadow, archetypes, and the ego. These terms will be fleshed out as it relates to Persona as the presentation continues. Okay, I got you. The realm of consciousness! We're getting real fucking deep now, aren't we? Examples of the collective unconsciousness in the game. Are you sure you're not overthinking this a little? Separates our psyche into 3 different realms. Consciousness is all experience we are aware of, job, expertise, learned knowledge, and the personal experience fall into this category. The conscious mind forms the ego. Personal unconscious is more important. It's unique to each individual, makes up the building blocks of our inner world. These are thoughts we are not aware of, as well as forgotten or repressed traumatic memories. Collective unconscious is the deepest part of the unconscious and not shaped by personal experience, believed to be genetic. The collective unconscious is where the archetypes exist. These archetypes are patterns of behavior in human and claim to be the building block of a person's personality. Ego. Seen as the center of the field of consciousness, which contains our conscious awareness of existing and continuing sense of personal identity. It is the organizer of our thoughts and intuition. Is this a fucking psychology essay or is it a presentation? Is it about the game or is it about psychology? What is this about? What is it about? It is the organizer of our thoughts and intuitions, feelings and sensations, and has access to the memories which are not repressed. The ego is the bearer of personality and stands at the junction between the inner and outer worlds. The self is the foundation of the psyche. It is the organizing genius behind the personality and is responsible for bringing about the best adjustment in each stage of life that circumstances can allow. The self craves wholeness and will direct an organism to fulfill their highest potential. That's why there's a serial killer fucking standing in a doorway. Or it's, I don't know, I think it runs a little bit deeper than that. Whoever did this one, guaranteed she will never want to look at the franchise. Good job. I don't know if it's that bad. Don't act surprised. You know, it's fine, bro. Ugh. You gatekeep hard? Shouldn't gatekeep. That's not nice. It's not nice. Horses can't just jump over gates, bro. Shadows in game. Shadows in Persona are the primary antagonists, mostly taking form as blobs of black sludge. It's like Kingdom Hearts. Ah, I remember in my good old days, everybody waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out. It's such good memories. However, sometimes they form as reflections of the main characters, revealing the character's darkest thoughts. Shadows are spawned as a result of humans trying to shut away the darkest facets of their personalities. Okay. Kingdom Hearts first Persona. Shadows carry the things we do not like about ourselves or traumatic experiences we want to forget lying on the surface of the personal unconscious. The idea of the shadow is faced in everyday life. However, unconsciously, he believes we would project our shadow onto other people, and the reason we don't like some people is because they have traits of our shadow. You don't fucking say. At face value, the shadow is negative. However, it gives depth and complexity to the person, and if one can face and embrace their shadow, they become more whole and closer to connecting to the self. Where the fuck is the persona in all of this? Who the fuck is this? This is just some dude's backstory. Who the fuck is this? Why is this in here? How does this relate to any of the other information? Why are there fucking anime girls in the background? What is this? What? Bro, what the fuck? What is that? What? I see. Tomoe doesn't know, you're right, I don't fucking know. I don't know where he connects with the presentation. But you know what? That's fine. Alright, well, moving on past whatever the fuck that was about. Persona is the outermost layer of the mind. The persona has been called the packaging of the ego or the ego's public relations person. It is a necessary part of our everyday functioning. Massive personality, the archetypal face that people put when interacting with others. Oh shit, alright. Persona in game. Personas are beings of mythological, historical, literary significance and take form as powerful beings that heed the call of a living persona user who has quelled some form of internal struggle. The specific struggles change from game to game they all tie into the struggles of the ego. Personas assist the character in their fight against the shadows and to help them unlock their true self. That is some teenage shit right there. Archetypes and the characters. You really tied them all in there, huh? Unfortunately, I have no idea who these characters are, but there's definitely a lot of archetypes in there. You know what? You're cooking. You are absolutely cooking right now. Society. How complicated it is. What the fuck was that? I heard music for a moment. You're trying to kill me? You trying to jump scare me too? You're not able to do that. Oh. Oh. Okay. Persona 3 explores human mortality with characters unlocking their persona by accepting the inevitability of death. Well, shit, okay. Summoning their persona as a symbolic suicide. See below, they face the importance of embracing life's moments. The climax involves confronting death itself. Okay. Thanatos atop the collective unconscious tower. Tartarus, the party, sees, rejects death's offer of mercy through arrogance, choosing to face death head-on. Miraculously, they save humanity's fate through sacrifice. The party returns to life to add a positive message to the collective unconscious, so humanity no longer wishes for death. The ultimate goal is to break the seal between the collective unconsciousness and death, reuniting with a lost friend who sacrificed their life for humanity. What the fuck? I can kind of see how this all ties together. Alrighty. Pursuing my true self, Persona 4. Persona 4 explores the concepts of the self, the shadow, and the ego. The main antagonist shadows represent characters' darker selves in the metaphysical TV world. Denying their shadows leads to attacks, but acceptance grants the power of persona. This symbolizes the strength and resolve to uncover both the truth behind local murders and the truth within their own souls. Ah! Not music again. Stop doing that. Fuck you! Next time I'm gonna have a no music rule. I'm glad you guys didn't hear it, but fuck. I'm tired of getting jump scared by music. The franchise is... Oh, throwing your mask, Persona 5. Okay. The franchise's most popular title centers on rebellion as a critique of modern Japanese society. The characters summon their persona by rejecting societal norms and tearing away the mask to face other shadows in a collective unconscious palace reflecting the individual's worldview. They aim to steal the root of corrupt desires, dissuading individuals from corruption. The climax involves confronting a god born from humanity's desire for control, freeing people to live authentically. The boys kissing is very important to the plot. Thank you for adding that image in there. Thank you very much. This is very confused. Oh, there's more music! You really should have. Oh, this one just keeps going. Okay, never mind. It faded off. Conclusion! Persona is a digestible medium for common struggles of the human mind, death, acceptance, and individuality. He states that only when a person accepts their true self, all the good and the bad, can a person truly learn to live. In his words, the self embraces ego, consciousness, shadow, anima, and collective unconscious into indeterminable extension. As a totality, the self is a coincidentia oppositorum. It is therefore bright and dark, and yet neither. These games teach the player to accept themselves and others for who they are, along with the large cast of characters, individual relatable stories, and struggles separate from the main themes. Create lasting experience and connections. I feel like a teacher grading papers right now. Like, this must be how confused a teacher is sometimes when they're looking at some papers. No way this person got put sponsored by Margaret. Yeah, probably. Sincerely. What the fuck? Huh. Finn. Bullet persona. Oh, you even cited your sources. You know what? Hell yeah, bro. Okay then. Alrighty. I will press on. It was a good presentation. I'm kind of confused. Might have been like too intellectually stimulating for me. I don't think I'm capable of operating on that like mental level, you know? I feel like I feel like I don't know. My brain ain't working properly after that one. Alright. Well, I'm gonna alrighty. Was it really though? I don't know right now. I don't know. I think I'm doing my best to learn, you know? Sometimes that's all you can do in this horse world. What would my persona be? Probably a hamster running on a wheel. Probably something like that. Oh god, why is this not loading? Okay, never mind, it loaded. We're good. We're good now. Next presentation! Sonic the Hedgehog, Mega Man X, and Dark Cloud. 3 game series that reconstructed my fucking soul. It's not bad. We're getting somewhere now. Y'all really like your neon colored fonts, eh? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's for a classic game presentation. Why not? Appreciation for the classic games. I remember playing these games back when I was a wee little boy, and I often think back on how I felt playing them for the first time and how it turned me into the person I am today. To say that I love these games is underselling it. They've made an irreversible impact on my life, and I just can't imagine how my life would have turned out without being introduced to any of these. So I guess this whole slides presentation is just me nerding out for the sake of nerding out. It's all classic games. Okay, that's fair. My extremely stupidly, ridiculously long, shortened out history with Sonic. That's a lot of text. I'm gonna assume you really like Sonic. I don't know if this is normally how presentations go. Your heart's in the right place. Your heart is in the right place in this one, but that is a lot of fucking text. And it's all a narrative. It's all you don't even have bullet points there, brother. You ain't even got any bullet points. You gotta make it bullet points. That's We like Sonic though. Yeah. I like Sonic. Sonic's pretty cool. He's a hedgehog. And that's a good thing. Alrighty. I'm sorry, I cannot read all of that. Oh god! Why? Why did you present it like this? You dork, bro, what the hell? My much shorter but meaningful history with Mega Man X. I guess you could just do like a lot of stuff. Dorky and stupid, you know, that's respectable. But this is meant to be an educational PowerPoint, buddy. Oh, kills. Oh. Dark Cloud Factory resetted by Soul. That's a lot of text! Respectfully, that's a lot of text. You need to read it, please? I'm not reading all of that! Because this isn't like a formal PowerPoint. It's not constructed neatly. This is an essay on a slideshow. And it's just a lot. I'm not mad, I'm just confused. It's a good game. I believe you should respect his work. I'm not trying to disrespect, bro. Read it. Read. It's 3 paragraphs. You'll live. Alright. Alright, you guys want to be that way. I'll read the whole fucking thing. I don't remember for certain how I got introduced to Sonic, either the old games or the Sonic X series on 4Kids. The concept of a blue hedgehog running faster than the speed of sound sounded like the most insane and outlandish concept to me as a little dude. I was immediately invested in the series. When I played the Sonic Mega Collection Plus for the first time, even though I sucked ass back then, I kept playing over and over, no matter how many times I failed, because everything about the classic games just filled me with happy brain juice. Sonic 3 and Knuckles was the game I played the most. A classic that stood out to me the most. The stages on the game had so much replayability for their unique designs from the other classics. The music that plays when you complete the stages or go through a special stage are always filled with such higher energy than the others. It's the kind of tunes that I would make me intentionally play the games longer just for the hell of it. I never thought for a moment that I could experience such an amazing rush again, and sweet Neptunes, I was wrong. As more games came out, I was already in the mindset of loving the series with all my heart. I don't care if a game was considered god-awful, I would pick it up and play it through all the same, bobbing my head to their new music and enjoying the mind-boggling jankiness all the while because it was me and me alone. It was all and always will be fun to me. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Some are fantastic, some are great, some are mid, some are bad, but to me they will always have a place in my nerdy-ass heart. The Mega Man X series is another big reason why I broadened my horizons when it came to playing games. For a jump in a shoot game, these games, except X7, manages to take such a simple concept and turn it up to an 11. The one thing that's got me hooked to the series back when I was little are the fucking musical bangers, except X7. I will sound like a broken record, but just going through 8 different stages of dashing around, blasting robot enemies, and collecting power-ups, killing the boss with the hottest soundtrack I've ever been graced with is pure ecstasy. It made me appreciate and love side-scrolling games even more than I already have with Sonic. It is a far more dynamic series than the original Mega Man. Platforming in X is far easier, as well as fighting bosses, but the difference in gameplay between this and the classes is what sets them apart and makes them phenomenal in their own rights, except X7. Mega Man is plain, simple, and brilliant. You walk, jump, shoot, charge, then shoot, and eventually slide across the ground. Even using certain special weapons or items to progress the stages easier or just kill enemies quickly and efficiently. Back then it seemed like the possibilities were endless. But with X, man, oh man, right off the bat you can charge your shots and dash around freely, wall jump on the same wall, obtain armor pieces that lets you do wild shit, increase your health, obtain backup health, and acquire far cooler special weapons than the classic. It gets your blood pumping. You can switch from X to 0, starting at X3 and slash enemies instead of shooting at them. And brother, it is so satisfying when you do that. Except for X7. He may not get armor pieces, but that red son of a bitch is far too cool for that. If I had to rank these games here, X1 to X4 godlike. X8 is pretty amazing. X5 and X6 are right. And X7 is fucking dog shit. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Don't play it, I beg of you. This game is one I'm pretty sure not very many know about, but hear me out and trust me when I say this game changed my view of video games forever, way more than Sonic and Mega Man X has combined. Being exposed to games at a young age meant there were many opportunities for me to be hooked onto something that could have turned out popular. And when I played Dark Cloud for the first time, it was an absolute enigma to me. It wasn't a typical dungeon crawling game. They went 100 miles to make this game unique, and they delivered right into my stupid dumb face with a concrete brick and a pipe bomb. There are layers to this game that prove that they don't want to be overlooked. It wasn't just run around and kill shit until you progress. This game forces you to explore each and every inch of their randomized dungeons by having you scavenge pieces, hunt pieces of each destroyed towns, forces you to kill each and every enemy until you find the key to the next floor, forces you to manage 3 different sets of health, which require you to spend money wisely as you'll almost always be tight on cash, and most importantly, forces you to be familiar with 6 playable characters, different weaponry playstyle, and balancing their growth in terms of health, thirst, defense, and weapons. This dungeon crawling game does a phenomenal job towards not making your every little action you do feel pointless, always rewarding you with a little something for your hard work, especially if you 100% a talent. I can't stress enough how much replayability this game has. It made me overjoyed when they released the game on PS4 to PS5, so please, please, please give it a shot. It may not be for everyone, but it's by no means a bad game. That's about it. I just wanted to nerd out a little. This won't be on a test. So yeah, you guys wanted me to do that. You fucking asked for it. Don't say, oh, Tomoe! You have to read it, Tomoe! And then I read it and you're like, oh, please don't, it hurts! Careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for. It wasn't that bad, but goddamn, that was not a PowerPoint. That was a rant right there. I feel like it's one of those situations where you're like sitting in VC and somebody starts talking about a game. But normally during those situations I'm like zoning out and doing some other shit. But there we go. That's I need a cigarette break. Me too, brother, and I don't even smoke. Yeah, let's go to the next presentation. We're getting there. We're getting Okay. All right. Let's do this. The brief history of CSX transportation, as of my understanding, by Train Nerd. Captain, take your chill. Let's go back to trains. The CSX is a major Class 1 railroad company that operates over 23,000 miles of track. CSX headquarters is located in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, but what does it stand for? CSX is a collection of many smaller railroads that have all merged together over the last almost 200 years, the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad being created in 1827. CSX continues to operate across the eastern seaboard to this day, with its main rival being Norfolk Southern. Originating roads, CSX, as mentioned earlier, CSX is a collection of different railroads that have all been combined over... Why does it look like you just... Did you copy this from Wikipedia? Did you copy this from Wikipedia? Bro, this is from Wikipedia! I recognize this style of writing! This is fucking... There's a lot of dates here. Okay. Wait, hold on. These are all the railroads that merged together. That's plagiarism right there. Shame on you. Would have taken forever to type it out manually. You know you can like right click and hit paste without formatting, right? You can like copy it and then paste without formatting that shit. Oh god.
Nice choice of VTuber avatar.
Thank you very much. And thank you for that many carrots. God damn, bro. And that was apples. Holy shit. I'm doing my best right now, I swear. I just like I'm having like an information overload. But it's really fun at the same time. Seeing all the topics you guys chose is really fun. So I'm having fun right now. It might seem like I'm in immense psychological pain. I might seem like I'm in a state of despair and that I'm agonizing, and on the inside I'm like curled up in the fetal position in a corner right now, but that is not how this is. All right, this is a nice image. Let me keep looking at trains. Let's keep cooking. CSX is derived from the two major railroads' initials that merged to form CSX. C stands for chassis system, S stands for seaboard system, X stands for consolidated. Whoever came up with that is a fucking idiot. Because that's a letter. You can't, that doesn't even make sense! But why are CSX's reporting marks CSXT? When CSX was formed, the intent was to just call the company CSX. However, the FCC told CSX that it would have to be formed into a leasing company if it wanted to retain the reporting mark CSX, as X stood for leasing companies. CSX resolves this by adding transportation to the end of their name. What a big brain move right there. This created CSXT, which retained the X as it wasn't the last reporting mark anymore. Conrail and CSX during the Northeastern Rail Corridor collapse of the late 1960s and early 1970s, many railroads were consolidated into an emergency railroad company called Conrail. Conrail was government funded until deregulation could allow railroads to turn a profit once more. This was widely considered, even today, as a good move and rare government win. What do you mean, rare government win? That's like a sneak diss right there, bro. Conrail and CSX continued. When Conrail began to make a profit, the company was quickly privatized and the government went out on the hunt for some buyers of their somehow successful railroad. Two major companies became interested, CSX and Norfolk Southern. In the mid-90s, it would be agreed that CSX and NS would divide Conrail about evenly. Today exists Conrail shared assets. This is a joint venture by CSX and NS to share track and customers in Detroit, Philadelphia, and New Jersey. CSX in modern era. After the Conrail split and subsequent start of day 1, April 1st, 1999, joke's on you! The day half of Conrail officially became part of CSX. CSX would experience many years of great success. However, this company did not come without its controversies. Fucking what? Most of which are very small and only affect the railroad world. Fair enough. Very minor controversies include yard building, abandoning track, low customer satisfaction, employee care. Yeah, those are just minor controversies. You know, it's like little fucking issues. Sweep that shit under the rug. No one's worried about it, right? It's like beat your employees with a broom and lock them in a closet. It doesn't matter. That's just a minor. That's small controversy right there. Precision scheduled railroading, the big controversy. In March of 2017, CSX hired new CEO E. Hunter Harrison. Harrison was known by employees and rail fans like as a devil in disguise. You dastardly man. Harrison would bring forth a new type of railroading known as PSR. PSR would cut down on employees and maintenance costs in exchange for more profits and appeasement to shareholders. After gutting Canadians Pacific and Canadian National, Harrison would bring his ideals to America. Fuck. This led to a huge shift in railroad operations for all companies, leaving nobody happy and everyone upset. Ending! I hope you have enjoyed this very, very brief history and facts about CSX, a company I love and my dad has worked for since 1997. All photos were taken by me. Happy birthday, Tomoe. Huh. So you got that's what you guys meant when you meant that every company has like a lot of lore. That is indeed me. That is indeed me. I am the horse pictured here. Are railroads run like fiefdoms? That's a funny way of looking at it. This was a lot more brief. He did say it was made in a truck. I'm surprised you managed to do this shit in a truck. Did you have like a laptop with you or something? You were just like ready. That is cute. Doing a presentation on your dad's company. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, what is this? Happy birthday to you, Tomoe, and this presentation is a gift to you. A spot of lore. The Battle of Stow Hill, 1973. Santa Claus launched a surprise assault on America. Tomoe somehow had the Umarmy push back the snowy invaders. It was unclear just why Santa Claus napalmed Northern Yellowstone National Park. What the fuck?! Or how Stillman moved without mechanical parts. Bro, I'm pretty sure if it would be burning, I don't think they can survive temperatures like that. Nixon ordered all troops out of Vietnam to defend the home front. Meanwhile, Tomoe Umari remembered something that many of her comrades forgot since World War I. Vengeance is flammable. What? Rumor says that Tomoe keeps a bloody, tattered Santa hat as a trophy, and this battle marked the beginning of the Polar War. The coldest battle on record was led by Tomoe as she and her battle brethren stormed Santa's war factories within 2 gruesome weeks of battle. Today, the northernmost state of Napalm stands strong against the enemies of freedom. In place of Santa, the President of the United States delivers gifts around the world. Every Christmas, we light a snowman on fire for Tomoe's conquest of the North Pole. This year's ceremony is sponsored by Coca-Cola, Pringles, Mountain Dew, and BOGO Gun Supply Ltd. Would you look at the size of those plumes with their flamethrowers? Okay. Your gift. I give you the rights to use this image as you see fit for any merch you might make in the future. It is featuring your character. I have the original oil painting, but it would not be fair of me to make merch for this item. It is still Tomoe Umari on this 36 by 48 oil painting. Mugs would be good for business posters too. Happy birthday. You find the original pic here. That was the whole presentation. I've never taken drugs before, but I feel like this would be how it feels. I don't know what just happened. Thank you for making this, though. I'm really confused. Please, yes, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm really confused. I don't know what just happened. I'm fascinated, but I didn't know that we're burning Snowman down. I feel like that's gotta be a crime. That probably makes children really sad, right? Who needs to take drugs when watching you as a trip? God damn it. I'm doing my best right now. How dare you? The audacity. Oh. This isn't even a proper presentation. This doesn't work. How do I present this? This isn't... Okay, this format's broken. I can't present this one because it's broken. I cannot. You just have to present it normally, bro. It's just a couple of slides. Okay, here's another one. The knot of Gordium. Was Alexander right to cut it? No. But why? Because you're supposed to untie a knot, not cut it. You wouldn't cut apart these Christmas lights, would you? In conclusion, Alexander is a dummy and does not deserve the title of the greatest smart man to ever conquer that belongs to Genghis Khan. That was the whole presentation. What does that mean? What did you mean by this? Who made this? Who made this? What is this? What is it a reference to? You guys have to give context! Someone made an undoable knot. Oh, that's the context. Okay. He was just being a spoil sport. You know what? That's history right there. I think. Okay. Alright, you're cooking. We're getting there. Alright. Okay, next one. Alexander is great. Perhaps so. Perhaps fantastic. What? Zaku? I don't know what... Okay, this one? You got me here. I have no idea which this one is either. Now that I think about it, I have not known what almost every topic covered here is, so... They're big, stompy robots. They can stomp so many grapes for so much wine. They nearly conquered Earth, which is a lot of land. Pictured as a Zaku and a little boy for scale, along with some festive red and green boys leading a sleigh full of goodies for the Earthnoids. Nuke no longer included. Eh? Nuke? There's a nuke in here? Simple of getting. Okay. Oh, from Gundam. Okay, that makes more sense. See, now we're getting somewhere. Pictured is the famous journey of the Zakus heading out to give Earth a great big gift straight from Santa's workshop on the moon. It was a few days late, but it left an impact nonetheless. Just look at that before and after reaction of the Sydney people. What the fuck happened to Sydney? Identifying a Zaku. There are some... These are some of the variants of Zaku. One is not. Can you tell which is not a Zaku? No, I can't! Maybe if I look closer, I don't know. They all kind of look like it. I mean... I don't know. Sydney got colony drop. What? Oh, the blue one? Which blue one? The bottom right? The bottom left? Oh, bottom left. Oh, so you guys could tell. You guys could tell! Alrighty. Legacy. Being among the earliest robots of its universe, the Zaku has a distinguished line. It even went on to inspire mecha like the Daga and the Zulu, which showed mechs too can be overweight and or space knots. What? Huh? What the fuck? What's going on? Castle Rim Deacon. Although there are many Zaku pilots, none are worth mentioning more than Char as Nabel. Quattro Bagina was truly inspiring and led many to follow his belief in the spirit of humanity through his innate trustworthiness, consistency, and raw charisma. This man was also a very snazzy dresser. Huh. Kind of lore dump right here. Huh. These are just some of the people who could vouch for Char if he hadn't killed them. Those are looks of shock that can only come from having trusted a man completely. I don't know about that! I don't know about that. Char's philosophy. Char believed in liberating the human spirit from all that weighed it down. He was a staunch environmentalist and deeply anti-war. The man loved Earth and humanity so much he sought to leave an indelible mark on them both. I don't think this is love! This is not love! This here is not love! You don't destroy the things you love! Conclusion, Zaku's our peak and Char was an absolute saint. Get this man off the stage! Please clap. That was the final slide. I'm running out of water too, bro. Running out of water too. God damn it. God damn it. He did everything wrong, but he did nothing wrong at all. Get a lot of different answers here, bro. Okay. Here we go, guys. This one's a different subject. The art of racing! Why do racing games feel so soulless? I don't know, but we're about to find out. Ah! Why is it so long? Okay. It's alright. It's alright, Tomoe, you got this. You got this. You got this, horse girl. Hello. Hello. You guys need to learn how to condense information when you're making PowerPoints. You need to do bullet points. It's meant to be a presentation. You are meant to present it to somebody. You do not fucking put essays on slides. That is what you were told not to do when making presentations. You don't make this. This is not how you do this. That's not what you're supposed to do. All right, let me read this now. Do not read that? I just want to. What does this have to do with racing? Why is art important to racing? It's a medium that has evolved greatly in scope over the years. From cave paintings, over the era. See, I'm gonna bullet point it for you. I got you. Thus, its interpretation has ballooned. Where many things that are not traditionally considered art can be considered art. Video games have a unique ability to harness multiple art forms. That is true. And you get a unique experience because of it. Okay. Yes. Okay. 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 Average racing games. It's fun. Developers, soulless and... Oh, okay. Okay. I don't get it, but okay. Do not read this? Huh. What's wrong with... I don't get it. I really don't get it. Charlie, just give it 30 carrots to say we love our tomboy horse girl. Hello there, buddy. Thank you for the Australian carrots. It's nice to see you around. I'm doing my best right now. Racing games. No TLDR here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to shorten this. Originally released in Japan. Rigid Racer. What is Rigid Racer Type 4's significance, though? What is the significance? Its simplicity about design and color palette. Yeah. Okay, good user interface. The soundtrack gives an instant highlight. How many racing games have you played? So it has a good soundtrack. It takes a more muted approach on the screen, and it is more minimalistic. I can see that. Project Gotham Racing 2. Oh. Well, shit. We're doing our best right now. We're doing our best right now. Released for Xbox on the 18th of November. What does it mean? Multiplayer support through Xbox Live? I'm vaguely familiar with that. Oh, this is a classic. How is this a classic? I don't even know if I saw this in stores, but you know... Okay, so back in the day, where did you guys used to buy games when they came out? Because you couldn't just get that shit through the eShop. Where did you purchase games? Where was your go-to place? Like, if a game dropped, where would you tell your parents, please take me here, I wish to purchase this game? GameStop? Really? Walmart. Yeah, I was more of a Walmart goer myself. I think I went to like Toys R Us once or twice to get games too. You pay for games? Yes, I pay for games. Mostly new Pokemon releases, but that was, you know. Yeah, see, Toys R Us, normal. Utterly normal. Target, Walmart, Toys R Us, all great choices. I always thought GameStops were like in the mall usually. I don't know. A great effort was put into making the game as realistic as possible. They made it very unique, apparently, by using real-world references in radio. Real-world radio hosts. Alright, so that's pretty cool. It sounds cool. Additional images, all through Xbox Live. Non-copyright infringing. I'm not going to listen to those right now, but thank you for including them. 11 hours of voice lines. Can you guess which language / location each short... No, I probably can't. Probably can't. And you guys aren't able to hear this? Auto Modelista. It has manga-like graphics. That is kind of cool, actually. That is pretty neat. It was released in North American markets, and the Japanese release is apparently vastly superior. So, like, the point of this slide was to say why most card games are soulless, right? Do you guys remember that in the first slide? And yet we've gotten several slides talking about how amazing these card games are. I don't know if they, like, made a typo in the original slide or what, but, like... Yeah! Yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, the games look cool. Oh, Most Wanted 2005, Need for Speed. Okay. New card games good, old... Wait, new card games are bad, old card games are good. Okay. But why, though? That doesn't make much sense. Most Wanted was an instant overnight success. Need for Speed. How many Need for Speeds are there? Highlight of this title is not a cheesy story. From Police Pursuit, larger in scope and included enemy types like GTA's Wanted system. You had to build a reputation. The visual appeal of the series did not age well to most people. Okay. The story is very cheesy and funny. That is lore here. Police chase at heat level 5, maximum police response. That is a shit ton of cars. Alright. Need for Speed Unbound. On the surface, it should have been half decent. I was wasted because it lacks a key ingredient. All in race games, a decent handling model? Huh? Driving on Unbound still relied heavily on brake to drift. So, controls sucked. Most Wanted had a much more in-depth tuning system. Impossible to drift. Is not being able to drift really bad in card games? I guess I would assume so. The lack of content was the worst part about it. Alrighty. Fast forward a month or two on release. What did the original vision stand for? I guess it's realistic graphics, unique setting. Different disciplines. Okay. Each discipline featured special missions that replaced the linear campaign. Supercars could be unlocked from the start. Gotcha wheels. Why would they put a gotcha in it? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. The game feels empty and generic, like a corporate hellscape where fun is just another paid DLC right around the corner. That is a very strong sentence, man. A damn shame. This person feels very strongly about card games. Gran Turismo 7. Return of fan favorites such as GT Auto and used car dealerships were enough to hype up even the most pessimistic of fans. Pessimistic. Let's see. Let's see here. Gotta crack the old bones for this. Racing cars. The car collection was enough to upset the vast majority of fans and racers alike. I guess that's fair. You understand the pain. Only pain is that this is so dense. You know, the third rule I'm gonna make for my next time I let you guys do PowerPoints is please use fucking bullet points. I don't care how many slides you have, but if all of them are like this, I don't know, it's not really a presentation at that point. I'm sorry I'm not reading it word for word, but like, I don't have enough water. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. I'm just not strong enough. As much as there's a bias against car collection, historic. Oh, some of the cars in the games costed upwards of 200 USD just to purchase an experience. What? What? Summary, just a bit of banter, pardon my French. New games bad, old games sometimes better. I forgot the point I was making. Bring back cel-shaded racing games. Please, no more microtransactions. I hate corporate greed. ×4. Did I mention that I hate corporate greed? Bottom text. Huh? Racing games rely on people having some sort of passion for cars and motorsports. Yeah. Mixing too many colors at once gives you a soulless gray or shitty brown. See, they put a U in there for colors. I want you guys to notice this. This was not the making of an American. An American did not make this presentation. I can tell. I can just tell. By catering towards every single audience, you risk appealing to no one at all. There must be the realization that not everyone enjoys racing games. And trying to rope in uninterested people is a waste, okay? Most wanted appeals to those specifically enjoying the legal aspects of street racing, and some others appeal to anime and manga fans. I guess choose your audience and stick with it is the main lesson. What makes a good racing game good is subjective. Art is subjective. People will like and hate games. Because while the new games continue to come and go by the year, in the end it's fans and their community that stick around for a turn. Yeah, probably. That was the last slide. That was the last slide. A for effort. You should have just explained, like, what you love about, like, cars and stuff. Cause, like, yeah. That probably would have made a lot more sense. We did it. We made it. Yep. Alright, give a round of applause for that. I don't mean to be a dick. I need to be nicer about some of these. Oh god. This probably took like a hefty amount of time to make. I mean, I know how long presentations take, so I get it. I get it, bro. Let's see, what else do we got here? Mastic, the gum worth its weight in gold. Why does it look like a drug? It kind of looks like one. I think. What is mastic? Mastic trees! Those are nice looking trees! Mastic is a resin from the mastic tree that's been harvested for over 2,400 years. While the tree can be found growing throughout the Mediterranean region, mastic can only be harvested in commercial quantities on the Greek island of Chios. Due to a unique combination of factors such as climate and soil, mastic droplets or tears when chewed become a white, opaque gum. It is often described as having slightly smoky pine flavor and aroma. They're gumdrops? Huh. Uses the past. In ancient Greece and Rome, mastic was used not only as a spice for food and a gum to promote oral health and freshen the breath, but was prescribed by Hippocrates as a preventative for colds and digestive problems. It was also used to produce certain incense. See, this is a presentation again. We're back on track. Mastic, though. I've never heard of that before. Ottoman Empire. The finest was used by sultans in their harems. I forgot people had harems in real life. I forgot that was a thing. Such a different time. Sounds like a lot of maintenance though, like if you think about it, doesn't it seem like it'd be a lot of work to have a harem? I mean, that's like a lot of people. That's a lot. That's doing too much. You're doing too much at that point, you know? You just gotta like pick one first. But yeah. Back to the Mastic. Spice for food, sweets, and baking was also added to hookahs for its pleasant aroma. Uses in modern day. Mastic still has its traditional use as a gum and a spice to many foods, desserts, and baked goods, i.e. certain smoked foods, brioche breads, ice cream, Turkish delights, and cakes like ravani. It is ground and mixed into water to be used as a digestive aid, used to flavor some ouzo and produce mastic liquor. Found many uses in beauty and skincare industries, i.e. cosmetics, soaps, balms, and it sounds very useful. Very useful. History. There's evidence of Chios being inhabited since the Neolithic era and proof of mastic cultivation since Greek antiquity. Under the Byzantines, the mastic trade became the emperor's monopoly, with all mastic being collected under his officials and sold through approved traders. Between 1304 and 1566, authority of the island, the mastic trade was transferred to... I don't know who that is, actually. Genoese? Who built the 7 original fortified mastic villages to protect against piracy and Ottoman raids. This is a lot of lore! In 1566, the Ottomans took control of Chios, essentially maintaining the status quo, granting the mastic villages special privileges, lower taxes, and a small level of autonomy. All this was for the sake of maintaining production of mastic, since at this point in history, mastic became worth its weight in gold. While smuggling of mastic has been harshly punished since the Byzantines, under the Ottoman, smuggling and illegal possession would result in execution by order of the Sultan. That man loves his mastic. Fantastic mastic right there. Yeah. In 1912, the Greek Navy captured Chios from the Ottomans, and in 1913, Chios was officially reunited with the rest of Greece. Mesta, one of the original fortified villages, famous for people still living inside the original walls. This is pretty as hell! Pyrgi, another of the original mastic villages, famous for the carved patterns decorating the village. That would be a nice place to visit, quite frankly. Cultivation. The harvest season is from July to October. First, the area around the trees are cleaned and sprinkled with calcium carbonate. That's that seashell shit, isn't it? I think so. Every few days, incisions are made into the bark to release the resin. The resin is allowed to drip, harden, and then collected. During the winter months, the mastic is washed, separated from the sands and debris, cleaned, dried, and sorted by size and quality. Almost the entire process is performed by hand. Damn. Other interesting facts. Chios is both the name of the island and the main town/capital of the island. Chios is said to be the birthplace of Homer. Pyrgi. Chios was also the home of Christopher Columbus before his voyage to the Americas. Chios produced white figured pottery instead of the normal red or black figured pottery most of Greece was famous for. While Chios is known primarily for mastic, it also has a thriving shipping industry and is also known for producing mandarins, wines, cherries, olives, figs, soma, a liquor distilled from figs, and local cheeses. That actually was a pretty interesting one. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the mastic lesson. A very niche subject, but I quite like it. Thank you for giving my mind a break. I was starting to have I don't know, my brain was hurt. It hurt. Yeah. Thank you. Animate acumen is given to carrots to say, oh no, I'm late for PT. No, you're late for PPT. The PowerPoints. But everybody, please clap. Thank you. How many do I have left now? How many are left? Let's see, one. Alright, we just have 12 left. Let's do this! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Concrete creation! What it is, not cement. What is the Crete? Super simply, concrete equals aggregates plus cement. Of course, you need to add water too in order to rustle the cement's jimmies and start the magic. Isn't this that stuff you're supposed to like walk over when people are minding their own business? Yeah, ruin their hard work. See that bottom left right there? Perfectly walk-overable. Depending on what specific type of cement and aggregates you use, you can end up with wildly different types of finished concrete, each suited for a different task. Scaled from stew to soup below. Cement! That's an angry-looking, very low-res dog. I quite like it. Cement. Despite popular belief, cement is in fact not concrete. Even a deep-fried, low-pixel count and well-dressed dog learned this, and so shall you. Cement is the paste that glues together the rock and concrete by forming crystals during the chemical reaction when water is mixed in. Cement also comes in different types, but that's just a headache at this point, so we'll focus on the basics. More cement. Okay. So these crystals in cement mentioned earlier are mainly alite. Majority of the glue indicator of early state strength ratings looks like plates. And then baelite, small quantities found, indicates higher long-term strength, looks like coral. And then intricate, red-headed stepchild, not worth mentioning, accidental byproducts. Okay. Cement creates these crystals from a compound of various oxides of calcium, iron, silica, alumina, and sulfate mixing with water. Oh, the byproduct looks really cute though. I mean, look at it. It looks like a spider web. I don't know if you guys have ever I don't know, because like I've worked at a pizza place before. So like, have you ever grabbed I don't know, only a few people will probably understand this, but if you've ever grabbed pizza dough, I don't know if you know this, but like bubbles form over time. But if you like pop one of the bubbles and like look inside, there's like spider web looking formations in it, and it looks exactly like this. It's like webbing holding the bubble together, and it's really interesting. I don't know why that made me think of it. I haven't thought about that in years. Redefining chemistry. Some of you may have noticed the chemical abbreviations have been blatantly incorrect when talking about cement. Oh yeah, what have you noted? Yeah, very specific. Well, you're right, concrete chemists ignore all the naming convention and make stuff up because it gets really old writing out the entire formula. Seriously, writing A is such a lifesaver over writing okay. Dozens of times a day that the entire industry decided to come up with a series of nicknames for all the compounds needed to form concrete. For example, CS is actually CaO plus CiO. Average carpal tunnel, however. I can see why they did that. Oh! Aggregate. Those are the pretty rock ones. Okay. Aggregates are the croutons to the salad that is concrete. You need big, strong rocks to be solid and a bunch of smaller stuff to fill the gaps. Fun thing about aggregates is that it makes concrete into a regional resource. Every place has different rocks and sand, so it's like a secret recipe of sorts with whatever you can get your hands on. The southeast region of the US, for example, has easy access to limestone and also sand from the Mississippi River, while the Midwest is comparatively poor in sand and has to make it from crushing other things, which makes the concrete more expensive in turn. They're so colorful and pretty though. They're so pretty. Concrete properties. So what are we looking for in our special little baked goods that is concrete? The big thing we check for in the field are temperature. Can't let our little mix catch a fever. Slump. How caked up our mix is. Is it thirsty? Density. How close it is to chat. Why would you do this to them, bro? I like the wording in this one. This is very witty. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the concretes. Air content. Checking for bubbles. Bubbles are for babies and make it weak. Bubble baths are still cool though. I haven't had one in so long. Forgot that it was even a thing. Strength. Take a core sample and then crush it with a hydraulic press like a pet hamster horror story. Strong samples get to pass on their genes. Look at the slab in the bottom right there. SCMs and chemical admixtures. Sometimes our concrete has been skipping the gym and has bad genetics, so it needs a little supplement to be as strong as we need it to be. We call these little motivational boosters. Supplementary cementitious materials and admixtures. With the magic of SCMs, your concrete goes from whack to jacked. Oh god, dude. Why did you do that? Is that like an actual skeleton? How does someone get fucked up that badly? Huh. Mature concrete. Post-contractor grooming. Okay. Once the concrete has become dried up and emptied of its blood, it is considered finished and ready for use by the general public or specific privates. Finished concrete can come in the form of slabs, tilt-up structures, precast, cast-in-place forms, masonry, and other many ideas. Okay. It's pretty though. So Zace is right. Thank you for the raid. This is a concrete presentation right now. Look how pretty these concretes are. I'm gonna watch this video later. Huh. Okay. Alrighty. Thanks for reading / listening. I really like concrete and think it's super cool. Remember, if your concrete sucks, it's your own asphalt. Oh, it started playing! Fuck this. I can't handle this anymore. I can't you weren't supposed to see this part. See, that's how you know I'm delirious, because I forgot to put the horse pad in there. I forgot my horse pad. Oh no. We're about to go in some other territory. Thank you for that presentation though. That was some legendary stuff right there. I became a lot stronger. Informative and witty. That's how you know it's a good PowerPoint. If you can make the class laugh when you're doing your final presentation, then you made it a good time for everybody. Less soulless, you know? I need more water after this. Not enough water in the world to quench my thirst. How to do an infinite money glitch IRL by someone who did one finance class in high school. Yeah, sounds about right to me. This is already trustworthy. This is not financial advice. Seek a professional for financial advice. Get a savings account! Now! Stocks and dividends, what are they? Stocks are the net value of a publicly traded company split into buyable pieces. If the value of the company goes up, the stock goes up and vice versa. Dividends are a percentage that a stock gives out. Example, $100 stock gives a 4% dividend, which would give out $4 a year. Ha! Infinite money glitch. Basically, if you have $1 million with an 8% dividend, you will gain about $80,000 per year for free. Wow. How does one acquire $1 million? That's the easy part of this. Come on. Come on. Unfortunately, there is no easy or quick way to get $1 million, but do not fret. 1 million is the end goal. You can start any price point. 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. The best day to start was today, but the next best day is tomorrow. The math, and it's not even considering adding more money yearly. Compound interest over 4 years. That's right, compound interest goes crazy. Let's consider a realistic example. What if you started with 5,000 and added another 5,000 every year to a stock with a 5% dividend? After 20 years and $500,000 placed, you would almost double that money. Whew. No, this value is actually lower than real life because most stocks have multiple pay periods and the value of the stock generally increasing too. Ha! Look at that. Look at the increase there. That's pretty nutty right there. This is not financial advice. Example with a legit stock, Johnson & Johnson. Let's say we invested $5,000 worth of stock every year into J&J on January 1st from 2019 to 2023. Stock price simplified and dividends profits were pocketed instead of reinvested. Not financial advice. You can look at it there in case you're curious. What if I don't want to play with stocks? If If you do not want to play with stocks, open up a bank account with a high interest savings account with more than 1% return. If your savings account is less than 1%, leave them and find a better bank. Pretty good advice right there. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I am learning. I am getting my education on. Regular interest rate is 0.65% to 1.9% earned on all balances. Not financial advice. 4% interest with no minimum balance. Bonus note, some stockbrokers allow you to have your stocks in a tax-free savings account. TFSA, meaning the government cannot tax this income. Congratulations, you're now a millionaire. I didn't know it was that easy. Oh, you have work side. Oh. Thank you for the financial advice. I have been meaning to work on my finances. Not really, but you know, it is good basic financial information. Oh, goodness. Alright, this one's gonna take a minute to load, apparently. We're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We're getting there. I probably should have made this into a 2-part stream, huh? You know, like, in hindsight. Holy shit! This PowerPoint's 27 slides long. That's alright. That's alright. We're gonna get through this. You can still make it a 2-parter. I feel like it's too late for me, you know? I feel like I'm already in too deep. I'm already too far gone. Although this one, I have to wait for it to load first, so yeah, it's gonna take a second. Why is it not loading? Why? Maybe this is a sign to do a part 2 later. I mean, I have how many presentations left? Let's see. I have 10 left to go. So I've gone through 16 so far. You know what? We're gonna just do a part 2 later. I don't think I can handle anymore right now. I have no water and my brain is like melting. So, yeah. Sorry to disappoint. I tried really hard to get them all done at once. Maybe I was too ambitious. Maybe I was like too optimistic. It's like, oh, crazy horsewoman, you didn't stand a chance. But I hope you guys are satisfied with the amount that I did get through. I mean, you know, I gave it my best shot out there. I sure did. We have to get enthusiastic. We have to get crazy. We have to challenge all known expectations in the world. We have to push boundaries within reason to achieve great, wonderful results. And oh god, I can't think anymore, bro. I can't think no more. Yeah, too much thinking. We'll get through it though. We're gonna learn even more next time, I tell you what. When can we submit more for part 3? I gotta figure that one out, but you know what? I'm proud of you guys. Despite my bitching about the length of some of those slides in terms of like text, you guys did make a lot of interesting points on them, and I appreciate how much work you put into the visuals because I know it takes a lot of time to do those. I kind of like scour around Google for hours trying to make PowerPoints sometimes, so just know that I do appreciate the effort you put in despite the ungodly screeching noises that I made at some part of it. It was mostly the fatigue getting to me. I do appreciate your work though. I just want to make that clear. So I'm sorry about that, but also thank you for teaching me about these subjects. It's just fun seeing what you guys are interested in. Though the fact that I have not seen a PowerPoint on horses yet, it kind of hurts a little, you know, it stings a bit. It's really just throwing alcohol on an open wound. And not even like the cleaning alcohol type, just like straight up like some vodka or some shit. I don't know, that's probably not good. But you get the point, right? Yeah, you get the point. I'm gonna go like rest my brain and get some water and like try to recover a little bit since I'm supposed to sing tomorrow. I might drink too, I don't know. I want to try spiked eggnog. These are intrusive thoughts right now. But the main thing is, yes, thank you all for showing up to learn with me today. I do appreciate it. How could we teach you something you don't already know as an expert? You know, I conveniently forget so that you guys can have the satisfaction of teaching me things. Obviously, I already know everything, and I'm never wrong, right? So, you know. But yes, everybody have a good rest of your night. I hope you enjoy the remainder of your Saturday, and stay warm and comfortable. The winter is yet harsh and full of many surprises, some of which might fascinate you, some of which might terrify you. Good night, though, everybody. Good night.